Hello and welcome back to Saad's Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on the replay. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Welcome back to another episode of Saad X Ash. Ash, how you doing, my broski? You good?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, bro. It's been a very good week for us. The hunt has began. The hunt is in progress, and the hunt shall
Mhm.
continue tomorrow. Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah, bi'idhnillah. But listen, guys, we are here obviously to discuss the weekend. We're here to discuss all things football, all things Arsenal, of course. And listen, we're gonna speak about a load of different things. We're gonna speak about we're actually gonna do a reaction because I didn't put out a reaction yet for the Manchester United game due to actually being there. I was there to witness them be dunked
My
on.
man.
Frauds. They can hold that. They can hold that. Um, to be honest, we spent most of the second half just chanting at them, saying "You're effing shit, you're effing shit,
They
you're
were
effing."
the
It was
shit.
just, bro. We just spent the whole second half just doing that, man. Do you know what I mean? It was really good, and then obviously the set piece again, ole ole. Yeah, it was really good, man. The thing is, I've realized that people. Saad, where's your vlog? You know what? Yeah, Sareda, I couldn't even do a vlog. I really couldn't because my phone died. So, and I don't have like a camera. I can only use my phone. So, yeah, I pretty much had like video here and there of like a corner and stuff like that. But my phone died like probably 20 minutes into the game or 10 minutes into the game. So, but definitely, I'm gonna be going to more games. So I will be definitely doing vlogs and showing you guys my route to go into the games. And yeah, I to be honest, I also got there late as well, so that was my bad. So listen, next time, guys, we'll definitely get that done. But today we're gonna be speaking about obviously Manchester United, the game on the week in the week, and obviously speaking about the other games. We'll also be discussing the weekend games. We're also going to be speaking about um, us going away to Craven Cottage to come up against Fulham. We're also going to be discussing Chelsea travelling to the toilet bowl. You already know, to take on Tottenham. And we're going to be speaking about the rest of the games. There's a lot of tasty fixtures, including the Merseyside derby, of course, 12:30 kickoff. So we'll be speaking about that. Definitely going to be previewing that. I've heard the news about it possibly being postponed or cancelled because of the storm that's approaching. That's slowly or quickly approaching or rapidly approaching. Sorry, the UK at the moment, especially uh, the Midlands and up north and all of that. So I know that it's possibly going to be cancelled, but we're still going to preview it just in case it does go ahead. But guys, like I said, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Sardex Ash is here again. And listen, I think what better place to start than to start again with the game on Wednesday and just speak about what happened. And listen, I mean, I'll go first. I think it was the first half was a bit weird because we clearly looked like we weren't really in the attack anyway. It wasn't really working. Then the second half came, and you know we. I think I think in the second half you really have to look at the situation that we were in where you know they come back out. I think at that point it was 3-2 to Liverpool. Um, and obviously all of that stuff is probably running through their minds as well, and just trying to get their game done. And I can't lie, man. I was like, you know what? I don't care about the Liverpool game anymore. I need us to win this. I need us to win this game. And all of a sudden, um, as soon as we heard that it was 3-3, and then the game ended, yeah, it's like all of a sudden something just went off in the Arsenal players' heads. And then we went and scored that first goal, and then put the intensity up even more. And then we were just getting better and better and better and better. And I feel like we were peppering the net. We were creating good plays. Erdegaard was caught a few times in the box. Unfortunately, he didn't score. Unfortunately, he didn't take a shot. But listen, set piece again, ole ole. Yeah, set piece saving us again. Set pieces being utilized very very well. Listen, Nicolas Jova, if we win a Premier League, bro, like this guy needs a statue. I'm just gonna say it now. He needs a statue. Now, obviously, Gabriel missing, Calafiori missing. First thing we looked at was Zinchenko at left back. Alarm bells started ringing in my head. And then we also looked at Kivior at centre back, and we were like, how is he going to handle this? Is he going to be good? Kivior was brilliant. I think Kivior really done really, really well, man. Really, really well. Handled his side. And yeah, listen, that's the kind of performance you want to see. When he's called upon, perform like that. That's the kind of performance you want to see. Zinchenko, um, listen, I feel like in the first half he was all right. In the first half he wasn't that bad, but in the second half, as soon as Ahmad came on, that first time that Ahmad came up against him, bro, it was curtains. He knew
Mm.
straight away. Arteta knew. That's why he made the adjustments, made the changes, because he knew if I leave Zinchenko in that position against Ahmad Diallo, it could get peak for us. So yeah, took Zinchenko off, left. I think he left Kivior on at that point, and then moved Timber to the left and put Thomas Partey in the right, and then obviously brought
Yeah.
on Romero and Trossard to replace them. Now I look at this game and I'm like, okay, we didn't necessarily play our best, we didn't play well, but I feel like we did kind of. I'm not gonna say we didn't play well because in the second half we did, but what I am gonna say is this whole thing about set piece, this whole thing about people saying it's not sustainable. It is sustainable. It maybe if you score a set piece every now and then and they're winning you games, it's not sustainable. But the consistency in which we're scoring set pieces and the consistency in which we're actually um the consistency sorry of in which we're actually peppering nets from corners is nuts. So you can't say it's not sustainable. And this completely, well, this game completely cancels out anything about these people saying, "Oh, well, you only get it done because it's Gabriel. The only reason why you score is because of Gabriel done this and done that." Bro, Gabriel wasn't there, and look, we still scored headers. We still scored from set pieces. So I think people just have to sit there and just understand that we are the set piece kings, we are the corner kings, yeah. And I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. People saying that it's embarrassing. People are saying that it's not the right way to play. Bro, who are you to say what the right way is to play? Who are you to say what the right way is to play? Do you know what I mean? It's so funny. And I saw, you know what? I missed Ahwa, but it was so funny to see Hamza doing his whole it's an embarrassment. I don't like the fact that why you guys just using corners, spending all that money to. Let me remind you guys that just a week before, Hamza was the same one asking his manager to do prime terrorist football, Jose Mourinho football. Yeah, he was asking his manager to do that. In fact, begging his manager to do that. And let me not forget to remind you guys that Manchester City have also won a few games this season from headers, from
Yeah. Or
set pieces,
corners.
from set pieces. Let's not forget that the only reason why we didn't get a win at the Etihad is from a set piece. But then they want to say that it's not sustainable. They want to say they don't like it. Like it's booky and it's weird. But listen, I'm happy with the goals. Timber getting his first goal. I think Saliba, my man of the match. Saliba, my man of the match. Absolutely. I think he was out of this world, man. Absolutely brilliant. holding it down, man, holding down the fort, man. You could see he was like the leader in that back line. Um, I also want to give a big shout outs to Declan Rice. I think he had a very good performance. Party was off in the first half. He looked very leggy, misplacing passes again. It was weird. But second half he definitely improved. Second half he definitely improved. Declan Rice was very good. Saka was good, but I still think he wasn't taking on his man as much as I would have liked. I would have liked him to pressure I think it was Malasia as well. Was
Malastia,
it
yeah.
Malasia? I would have liked him to pepper Malasia a little bit, take him on a bit more. Do you know what I mean? But this is the thing. Looking at this game, we needed to win. Liverpool just dropped points and we needed to win. What did we do? We went out there, got our job done, and got out of there. Simple. And I listen, I'm proud of the team. I'm happy with the team. And yeah, I'm happy with the win. Hold that Manchester United. You're frauds, you're shit, and don't ever try and prop up like as if you're gonna come to my house and do something, bro. You don't win at the Emirates. You just don't. Sad simple. Nice one. I'm done. That was my little analysis there, bro.
Nah, yeah. Look, I echo what you're saying, man. I think that first half was actually. I want to before the first half. I just want to start by saying it's normal for us to be super confident as Arsenal fans, because United are nowhere near our level. Like literally, if I do a combined 11, not a single one of their players gets into our combined 11. Um, Maybe not even like any one of their squad if I just compare squads as well. Um,
I
but
can't
I
lie. I
think
gave in the preview. I was actually I put Mazarawi in there, but that was maybe
you're
because
absolute fraud. That's
no,
just
no, but
loyalty to your
no,
countrymen. That's it.
yeah, of course it is, 100%, and I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
because
But in terms of quality,
because he's
it's nowhere
Maghribi,
near.
I'm gonna put him in, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, in terms of quality, it's nowhere near. But look, I get it's normal for us to be confident. However, the reality is like a lot of that confidence is just coming from our rivalry. But if you think about it, United have never made it easy at our ground.
Mm.
Last season we played them there. We were a much better team, and yet we needed a stoppage time winner, Declan Rice stoppage time winner for us to get that win. The season before that, it was a 3-2 again, late winner by Nketiah. I think the season before that as well, we won 3-1, but it wasn't like that easy. Like they could have equalized. Bruno Fernandes missed a penalty. Um, so it doesn't matter how crap United are; they usually give us a very difficult game, which is why I wasn't that confident. And honestly, United games like make me more nervous than any other match, just because of the rivalry I grew up watching. Like, because when I grew up watching football, like United were the dominant team, and that United Arsenal thing was a real proper rivalry. And if you lost to them, like you wouldn't hear the end of it for like at least a
Mhm.
month. Um,
Yeah, a lot of their fans, bro.
yeah, exactly. Um, with that being said, like the first half, I was extremely disappointed. I think a lot of people on YouTube were saying this the last few days. I mean, sorry that we started a bit slow. People praise United, which is fair. They've done well, but I think more than them doing well was us not playing to our full capabilities. I don't think we really challenged them enough. I don't think we moved the ball quick enough. I don't think we pressed them well enough. Um, it is United after all, and we should have, in my opinion, taken advantage. So it was a very lackluster first half. That second half was a complete like turnover. Like we switched it up like day and night. So credit to Arteta there. Like whatever changes he's made, we just looked a lot more progressive. We were a lot faster in moving the ball as well. I remember a time when United were counter-attacking us. We won the ball, and Martinelli, who was sprinting back to defend, as soon as Declan Rice wins the ball, he immediately turns and starts sprinting the other way. And that's something I haven't seen from our wingers in a long time. I think
Mm.
definitely not this season, where we quickly turn and try to like attack. That's like a Liverpool kind of thing, right? When Liverpool win the
Mm.
ball, they immediately turn and start sprinting to counter, which is why I think they've scored more counter attacks than I think any other team in the league this season. Actually, no,
Yeah.
Tottenham are first. Sorry, but anyways, and people will talk about set piece, set piece, set piece. For starters, let's get something out of the way. While yes, it's a massive strength for us, and everyone wishes they had this kind of strength in set pieces, right? But let's not overinflate certain things and say some crap that's not really true. We've scored 28 goals this season, out of which 7 are from those kind of set pieces. 9 are from set pieces, but out of the 9 set pieces, 2 are penalties. The other 7 are like the corners and free kicks that people are talking about. So out of the 28 goals we scored, around 34% has come from those set pieces. The remaining 66% has all come from open play. Last season, at this stage of the season, 50% of our goals were from set pieces. So if anything, this season we've reduced our reliance on set pieces. And yet people are making a bigger issue out of it this year than last year, which is for me a bit surprising and quite funny. And look, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like when we continuously do it over and over and over again, that has nothing to do with like luck or you're just getting fortunate or you're only relying on thing. It takes so much skill and hard work and training to make these corners work. And these corners that we're scoring, by the way, are not even like lucky corners where we just whip in a cross and we just try to overcrowd the box and whoever wins it wins it. Everything is super planned and calculated. Like when Bukayo Saka crosses the ball far post, he's doing it because that's the plan. Everyone runs forward, they track people, and Thomas Partey is waiting at the back because he knows the ball is coming to him, right? When he crosses it near post, it's because he knows that everyone is going to be running at the back or crowning the keeper, and someone is going to try and flick it in near post. Everything we do with the corner is super planned and super calculated. And the only reason why this works tremendously well, many reasons, but the main reason why it works tremendously well, and this is where people don't give enough credit, is the incredible deliveries we have with Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice. And this is why when people try to take away these assists or criticize these assists and say, most of Saka's assists are corners, which is not even true, by the way. I think he only has 3 assists from corners.
Yes, 3.
Every other assist is from open play. But when people try to take that away from him and be like, his assists are from corners, it just makes you think, like, it just shows you how stupid you are and you don't know how to analyze football. My favorite word, and with criticizing some people, brain dead. Proper brain dead analysis. If you have played football at any level, you know how difficult it is to actually put in a good cross, even from a corner, into the right spot that's needed. I'm saying this with arrogance because I know this. In my team, I'm the corner kick taker. And every time like someone else goes to take a corner and it's so abysmal, I'm like, oh my God, I should have never let this person take a corner. And these people are ballers. The ones who I actually see take corners, they're actual ballers, but somehow they'll underhit a cross or overhit a cross. You need good delivery. This is why we have these 2 dedicated people taking them. And by the way, I've always hated and never understood outward swingers. Why any team puts a right-footed player taking corners from the right side or a left-footed player taking corners from the left. I've never understood that. Because when you take an outward swinger, the ball always goes away from the goal. So you have to put a lot more power to direct it back in. Whereas our corners, just a little flick actually could get it in. Which is why Timber scored the first goal. It's not like he put some mad header on it. It was just a tiny flick.
It was a little touch.
It was just a little touch. But because it's an inward swinger and we crowd out the keeper, it just makes it easier to direct the ball in. So big up to Nick Jover and Arteta and obviously the players for working on it. And as you've mentioned, they were all saying that, it's Gabriel the main threat. Well, we just scored 2 without Gabriel. Yes, the second one was scored by Saliba's ass. I'm pretty sure it was not intentional, but it doesn't matter. We take it.
Bro, the way he celebrated was the most shameless shit ever,
bro. He celebrated like he meant. You know what? I'll say this actually. Given how often we have done this, I would not be surprised if that was part of the plan. The way Saliba was standing there putting his ass out, right, trying to leave Højlund away from getting to the ball, and the way Partey headed the ball back in, because Partey could have headed the ball a bit high, right, so that someone heads it at the far post. He headed it straight to Saliba. I will not be surprised if we actually find out in the future that this was intentional, and Saliba was meant to put it with his ass. But yeah, anyways, look, it was a very, very good second half. People talk about we didn't have open play chances, which is, again, just a myth and fallacy. Kai Havertz should have scored a sitter when we went 2-0 up. I don't know how he missed it. It was beautiful from Odegaard. Bukayo Saka as well had a chance. I think he was offside, but the flag didn't go up anyways. and he got, again, it was also Odegaard's setup, and it was saved by Onana. Trossard had a couple of chances where he just tried to keep twisting up Euro instead of shooting it quickly, or maybe squaring it. I think Odegaard was yelling at him once because he didn't square the ball to him. But yeah, look, we definitely dominated that second half. I mean, the stats are like more than, like, there's more than enough evidence in the stats to show that how much we've dominated in that second half.
Yeah.
And I'm not that disappointed, man, because I've seen people come out and say we played like shit, bro. Like, what are people saying this based on? Because if you look at our last 2 seasons against United, or last 3 seasons, we've never like slapped them up. A United Arsenal game is always different because it's not just about the quality on the pitch, it's also about the emotional and mental thing that goes into the game. The players get in knowing the game is a bit different. Every player is like different, like has a different charge in them, like when they're coming and playing that match. So if I go by the last 2-3 seasons, I don't think it was that bad of a performance. I think the first half was bad, yes, but then we recovered well in the second half. So I'm not going to be that mad about it. And this is where I always criticize our team or praise them when they deserve praise. I look at the second half way more than the first half. I look at both halves, but the half that I want us to play better in is always going to be the second half.
Yeah. Same.
Because that's the half where sometimes, teams could surprise you with their tactics. Sometimes teams could surprise you with their setup in the first half. And that's when the manager earns his money at halftime, where he tweaks certain things, changes the lineup, changes the instructions, and ends up changing the game in the second half, which is exactly what Arteta did. So if we started the first half bad and then we recovered in the second half, I'm not going to be that mad about it. So I personally thought it was a decent game from our side, especially with the way we ended it in the second half and the way we dominated, I should say, in the second half, in possession, in shots, in big chances created, and in XG and everything. And yeah, man, we just got it out of the way. And this was, by the way, this is Arteta's first win against Ruben Amorim in his third game, basically.
Yeah.
So it's obviously it's good that he's broke that, because he's gonna play him a couple of times in the next few years before Ruben Amorim gets sacked again, because United just have a shitty structure.
Bro, did you see him? Did you see him while while there was corners, bro?
The last part was a joke for if there's any United fan that's super sensitive, but anyways.
Yeah, did you see? Did you... This man said, just in case there's any Man United fans that are super sensitive, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see? Did you see him while they were taking corners? This man's sitting there
And he was just like, yeah, bro.
Bro,
I
he's
don't
looking
blame
at
him. I don't blame him, bro. Listen, apparently there's a law that FA are working on of awarding corners if the keeper takes too long. Bruh, nobody's celebrating that more than Arsenal fans. You know what our fans need to do at the stadium moving forward, at the Emirates, and every time we play a home game, every single time we win a corner, we need to celebrate as if we just scored a goal.
No,
that will get into the opponent's head.
Do you realize that?
Do
you know that's, bro? Do you realize that was happening yesterday, bro? When we got the corner, bro. You know, bro. I said this to McChronicle, yeah, because I was chatting to him in Twitter DM, bro, and I told him yesterday that, bro, you know, the second goal where
Saliba,
where Saliba scores, because at that point, every time you got a corner, we're like, yes, like celebrating, like fully celebrating. I don't know if it came out on the TV, if you guys could hear it, but we were shouting, screaming, bro, every time we got a corner. And I looked over and I was like, guys, this is because we were like this. We started doing something here where when Saka was leading up for the corner to take it, yeah, we were like, oh.
Nah, genuinely,
and
man.
And I was like, bro, guys, I think he's gonna score this. I think we're gonna score from this corner. I just have a feeling. Watch. And then we fucking done it, bro. I was like,
no, 100%. But Cali, I know what you're saying, that the fans are singing set piece again, ole ole. But I'm saying, like, you know how we celebrate when there's a goal, everyone goes, hey, and stuff. I genuinely feel we should celebrate like that if there's a corner, just for the bands. You know, and not just for the bands. You know what that'll do to an opponent? You know, if you're playing, for example, I don't know, who are we playing next at home? I can't even remember. Let's say Bournemouth or whoever, like, is coming at our home.
We're playing Monaco, I think.
No. In the Premier League, I mean, in the Premier League. I mean, actually, to be honest, in the Champions League as well. No, but mainly in the Premier League, because it's more famous in the Premier League, because the teams in the Premier League know about this shit. Like Champions League teams might not like, they might have not heard about it. They'll probably have heard about it, but it's not as big a deal. I'm just looking at our next, yeah, Everton. So Everton is coming to our home. By the way, Everton are actually good at corners as well, so it might not
Right.
work against them. But let me see how many goals they've got from corners this season. Yeah, Everton have got 1 goal less than us in set pieces this season. 6. So Everton is probably one team this won't work against. But maybe the team after that, which is the team after that? Ipswich. 100% Ipswich. 100%. When
Hold that.
Ipswich come to us, when Ipswich come to our ground at the Emirates on December 27th, I'm telling you, every single time we get a corner, our fans need to get up and be like, just start screaming like crazy. Just get into the Ipswich's mind, bro. I'm telling you. I get into their heads. Khalas, it's done. They know it's over. Like this corner thing, it's like
Nah,
it's like it's not like a penalty because people are like, oh, it's like a penalty. It's not like a penalty. I'll tell you what it's really like. A corner for us now is like
an indirect free
Messi.
kick, bro.
It's like Messi taking a shot from outside the box. That's how big the chances are of scoring it. Because Messi's the greatest shooter outside the box to ever exist. Nobody has more goals outside the box than Messi. Arsenal getting a corner has the exact same chance. I'm not even joking, bro. Every time it's a corner, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's in.
By the way, Aaron, 100%. This is why I don't understand why United fans are opening their mouth. You know what I mean? And Chelsea fans opening their mouth. I'm like, bro, some of your greatest achievements came from set pieces. So why are you guys chatting? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It really does not make sense to me. So now, people are just doing this to hate. I've just realized it, bro. When it's Arsenal, like that Granit Xhaka interview was facts. When it's Arsenal, it's big news, bro. Like that, it's hated, bro. But when other teams do it, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. But when it's Arsenal, all of a sudden, bang! Whoa, what are you doing, bro? How dare you do that? How dare you do that? I'm just like, bro, you lot need to.
And look, I'll be fair. It's not just Arsenal. It's 3 clubs. It's Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man United. When we do certain things, it just pisses off everyone, including ourselves. So if let's say Liverpool do something and they're getting all these kind of things, we probably would have been like, man, these set piece FC. And I'll tell you, again, growing up where United were dominating, they would do a lot of things which is absolutely normal, whether it's like stoppage time that gets given to other teams or certain penalties they win, which also get given to other teams. But when it happens to United specifically, you'll be like, Fergie time, or United gets another penalty. Howard Webb supports United because we hated the fact that they were that successful.
We did support United, bro. Anyway,
yeah, maybe. For us, imagine Arsenal are not even at that level yet where we are getting the success that United were getting, and yet we're getting that kind of hate because we're scoring set pieces. And you know what's really pissing them off, Saad? I'm saying wallahi because this is what I actually feel is happening. Maybe it's not the real truth. Genuinely, I think what actually pisses people off is the fact that they have no answer to it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to stop it. I saw someone, I can't remember which channel this was. The Big Six. I was watching the Big Six and the Man City fan, Big Steve, was saying, I don't know why they're doing the zonal marking. They should like freaking do mad marking and just push them around. And bruh, West Ham tried doing that. West Ham did man marking and it didn't work. For those who don't understand why it doesn't work if you do man marking or zonal, West Ham, when they do man marking, what we do is we stand at the far post. So and when you stand at the far post and you're doing man marking, the guys marking you are also coming to the far post. Which means there's a big space in the middle behind them. And our players, when the corner is played, our players know where the ball is going to come because they've practiced this before. So they know where Saka or Declan Rice are going to deliver the ball. So as soon as they're about to take the kick, they start sprinting towards that place. When you as a player are sprinting forward, you'll obviously have a bigger chance of winning the header because you have a leap. Big up T. T's sick today. Hopefully he recovers. Get well soon, T. You're a bigger fraud.
Recover, man.
So when we are running towards where the ball is coming, we obviously will, it's just basic physics. When you're running forward, you're obviously going to have a higher leap. Versus if you're a West Ham defender and you're looking at the Arsenal players and now you have to run back, you're not going to be able to jump as high. So the man marking doesn't work when we all stand at the far post. The
Mm.
other man marking that happens, which has also failed, is when we crowd the keeper, right? So we stand exactly in the middle. Someone like Ben White or Timber or Martinelli, whoever, will stand in front or behind the keeper, and they'll make sure the keeper doesn't come out. And we crowd the box. You cannot just man mark then, because the way we delivered the ball, a slight touch will put the ball in. Do you remember last season when we beat Spurs 3-2? The first
Mhm.
goal we scored was a freaking own goal by Højbjerg, because we were crowding the keeper and Højbjerg is so close. It was a slight touch that went in. So whether you do zonal, whether you do man marking,
But when they
we
do,
will break you.
but when they do that man marking, that's when the Gabriel, you see when he's just waiting in the middle and he's got
Yep,
one man on him. I think like that's what
exactly.
happens when they man mark. Okay, say less. You want to mark all the other players? Cool. I know that Gabriel's gonna get out of that because
Yeah.
there's unless he's got Virgil van Dijk on him, no other person's holding Gabriel back. No other person is stopping him. Yeah, but
Not even Virgil van Dijk, honestly, because I know Virgil van Dijk is good in the air, but it's not like both of them are standing still and then
mm,
jumping up to compete for the header. That's not how it is. When you are attacking, and let's say Virgil
no,
van
no,
Dijk is
I
defending,
meant to stop him to be able to grab him or
yeah, I
you know what I
agree.
mean,
But then
or stop
I can
him.
argue that Romero, as much as I dislike him, and I don't think he's as I think people Spurs fans overhype him like crazy. But
Crazy.
Romero is a very physical, strong defender, and he got shoved aside by Gabriel. Not
Mm.
because Gabriel is stronger than him, maybe he is stronger than him, but because Gabriel makes smart movements. When Gabriel scored that header against Man City, it's not because Gabriel was stronger than Kyle Walker, even though Kyle Walker is obviously no ways as doesn't have half the strength.
Uh,
Declan Rice, yeah,
this
he
is
is Declan
crazy,
Rice.
bro.
Put some
Declan
respect on
Rice is
Declan
too
Rice.
funny, bro.
The
Big up.
reason Gabriel scored that header against Man City is not because Kyle Walker was too weak. It's because Gabriel made a smart feint and then ran
Yeah,
the other way, and Kyle Walker's like, shit, he's gone. And man, we have a cheat code, bro. We have
yeah,
a
it's
cheat code.
definitely a
And I
cheat
want
code,
us to
but
win the Premier League with this cheat code, to be honest.
yeah, I really do, man. I really do, man. And listen, I think we need to speak about a few of the other games. Obviously, the big one, Liverpool. Liverpool versus Newcastle. I
Newcastle.
mean, that was
Away the
always going to be
lads!
a difficult
Away the
game.
lads!
Away the lads, away the lads, away, oi, oi, man, oi, oi, man. Anyway, um, listen, that was always going to be a hard place to go, bro. I don't know what it is about St James's Park. It's very difficult to go there and very difficult to win there. Um, but listen, Liverpool went there. It was a challenge. Um, to be honest, in that first half, they didn't look at all that good, bro. They just they looked average in that first half.
Mm,
And I said this, and a lot of people have said this, that after that Southampton game, you could see that there's cracks. You could see that something could happen where these guys could drop the ball, and just because Southampton are dog shit, they had nobody. They didn't have the quality. They did not have the quality in order to capitalize off those mistakes that Liverpool made. Newcastle had that quality, and realistically, for both teams missed a lot of chances. In that second
mm.
half, Liverpool missed a lot of chances as well, which should have had them like 5-0 up. Um, but also Newcastle missed a lot of chances. So to be honest, a draw was a fair result in the end. A draw
Yeah.
was a fair result, but you also got to look at it if two or three things like obviously there's the whole thing with the at the end where
Yeah,
Nick
where
Pope.
referee blew the whistle. That was mad.
Yeah, I don't know why he did, because normally if there's an attack going, you don't do it. If the player's at the halfway line, then you don't you blow the whistle. But if
Mm,
the player's like in the opponent's half and it's like a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3, you don't blow the whistle because that's an attack. That is an active attack. If you're
yeah.
actively attacking the if you're actively attacking the goal, you don't stop that. I'm pretty sure that's in the rule book. I'm pretty sure, or not in the rule book, but I think it's an unwritten law. Do you know what I mean? So I need to double check that. But normally they
Mm,
don't stop it, and he's just stopped it. He just stopped it and whistled. So it didn't make sense to me. But I think that was massive because that puts us now 7 points behind them. It's discretionary. Okay, right. Um, but yeah, this is the thing that puts us 7 points behind them, and obviously they're dropping points. We hope that they drop more, but it's about what can this do, because we saw them lose to Nottingham Forest, but then they just picked it right back up and started winning games again. So I need to see if this draw is really going to put them off their scent. They might have been unlucky in that game, so who knows? But we need to see what's going to happen in this December period. And this is what
Mm.
was said, man. This December period, it takes no prisoners, man. Takes no prisoners, bro. It's life or death, bro. Do you know what I mean? You either stay afloat and are able to keep your head above water. Um, sorry, you're able to keep your head above water to survive at the end of the January period, or you're done, bro. Do you know what I mean? You're done. You
Yeah.
end up just dropping and dropping and dropping. So it can either give you life, or it can kill you. This December period, it's absolutely ruthless, and I can say comfortably that I've seen my team go there, and I've seen my team go the distance and be able to go a whole December. I think we went last season the whole December, winning every game, didn't we?
No,
Or
no,
did
no.
we
We lost
start
West
losing
Ham and
in
Fulham.
December? No, no,
We lost to West Ham and Fulham.
no, but that was in January, wasn't it?
No, it was in December, end of December. The last two games of December.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
either way, my team has shown me previously, even if we take away last year, the year before, we went the whole December with winning. So my
Yeah.
team has shown me that they can go out and they can get wins throughout the whole of December and handle
Yeah.
that period with the amount of games. Liverpool have obviously shown that. They showed that last season where they could get wins consistently in that December period. The one team which their fans don't want to, obviously I'm not going to mention City because they've shown that they can do it, and Kevin De Bruyne looks kind of scary in that team, bro. Not to use Terry's words, but they were looking scary with Kevin De Bruyne back, bro, playing. Do you know what I mean? But that's only one guy. How long will his legs last? Who knows? But in regards to the one team that their fans are too scared to just say, like, bro, are you in the title race? Are you not in the title race? Are you just dibbling and dabbling? Are you dipping your toes in? Like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean?
They're not
Chelsea
in the
Football
title
Club
race.
smacked Southampton, and their fans just don't want to admit that they're in a title race. And that's the team that I'm looking at, and
They're
I'm like,
not though.
okay, they're playing good right now, but let's see how they do in this December period. If Chelsea go winning throughout this whole December period, they win all their games, I'm gonna be like, you know what, this team could be serious. This team could be serious
Mm.
because that is a hell of a feat for you to go and win all your December games, and if you do it comfortably as well. Do you know what I mean? They've got some difficult games. Obviously, we'll discuss the one that's upcoming this weekend, which I actually think it could be something crazy. But anyway, but listen, it's definitely a madness. But I think all of the games yesterday or during the week, when it come to um, Manchester City winning comfortably. I think it ended at 3-0. Man United getting dunked by Arsenal 2-0. Liverpool drawing 3-3. And we had other games like Aston Villa. I think they ended up winning 3-0. Everton, who, listen, they're coming up into that, bro, the Merseyside derby. This is the worst thing for Liverpool fans, is Everton beating them 4-0, bro, because they get confidence. They get a confidence boost, and it's their last. Like we're gonna get into it anyway when we discuss the Merseyside derby. But listen, I think it was some good, very, very good games. Fulham, obviously, yesterday um, peppering Brighton, which is bad news for us because they look very, very good. Um, so the storm is happening. Postponed tomorrow. Watch. It all depends, bro. It all depends. I think it's going to be like a late. You know how they say. You know how they say for players, it's a late fitness test. This is gonna be a late weather test, bro, just to see. Is it okay? Can we come out? But yeah, I really enjoyed looking at the games, man. Match of the day was an absolute blast, bro. And you already know, man. Match of the day is standard, bro. You know what I mean? Standard, bro. That's something we always do, man. But yeah, I enjoyed the games, man. What are your thoughts on it, man? On the whole games, I've blabbered on for a little bit, man.
No, 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 all good, man. Yeah, Liverpool, Newcastle. I was watching a bit of the Liverpool Newcastle game because as long as it was not overlapping with the Arsenal game, so I think the first half, I think our first half ended, and the score was, I don't remember if it was 2-2 at the time or 2-1 Newcastle. I can't remember.
But when we
When
scored,
Salah, no, no, no. When our first half was done, the score at the Liverpool Newcastle
it
game
was
was
3-2.
2-all.
No, it's 3-2.
At halftime, at our halftime, are you sure? I'm talking about our halftime
Yeah, it was
because I
towards
the
the
reason
end.
I don't, yeah,
Towards
because
the
the
end
reason I don't
when the
think it's,
players came out. When the players
yeah.
came out, Liverpool had just scored the third goal by Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, 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 I remember that because that's the time when I switched it off. So that's what I'm saying. When our halftime was done, sorry, when our first half was done, I think it was 2-2, and I started watching, and then I saw Salah score that second goal. It was super annoying, to be honest. Um, or maybe I think maybe Suarez is right actually. No, no, maybe it was 1-0 because they scored later in the second half.
No,
Liverpool.
that was their half. That was at their halftime. Uh,
Okay.
so Sarada's thinking of
No, no, no.
halftime
I'm not saying
when
Liverpool's
the
first half.
Liverpool.
I'm saying when
Yeah,
Arsenal United's first half was done,
yeah.
I
So in
switched to the
halftime
Liverpool
for us,
game. Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
halftime for us, it was 3-2
Ah,
because
fair, fair. Yeah, 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 fair. Because
their
I
game,
saw that
their
Salah.
game, when we were in half time, their game was on the 68th minute or something
Yeah,
like that.
fair, fair,
Do you know what I
fair.
mean? So it was already 3-2 by then, and then they obviously scored the equalizer later
Yeah.
on with
The only reason why I don't think it was 3-2 is because when the first half was done, I switched to the Liverpool game. It was 2-2, and I saw
it
Salah score
might
the
be
third goal.
2-2 then. It might be two
Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah. I saw because I saw the moment I saw Salah score the third goal, I was so pissed off because these guys were losing 2-1, and I'm like, oh, there we go again. They're gonna win. But to be honest, while I was thinking that, I also had admiration for them because it's like, damn, like the way these guys fought back in a very difficult game. Because when I saw the score was 2-1, and based on what I saw in the first half, I was like, I think Newcastle are gonna win this game. And then the way they came back and scored 2 goals in like 10 minutes, um, I was quite pissed off. I switched it off immediately. And I was just waiting for the second half to start, and I was watching the second half. And as soon as our second half started, I was just checking the scores on my other phone, and I was like, "Oh my god, 3-3! Fabian Schär scored." I couldn't believe that. I will say this though, and
Raiders a joker,
I
by
hope
the way.
I thought it was a fake score in
I
the
can't
first
lie.
half.
I thought it was
When
fake as
I
well.
saw when I because in the app I was like while I was watching the first half of the Arsenal game, there was a point where it said 3-1 Newcastle. So I don't know if Newcastle scored and then it was offside or ruled off or whatever it is. But there was a goal that was scored for Newcastle where it became 3-1. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. And then literally a few seconds later, they scrap it off. So I was like, I just threw the other phone. I was so pissed off. But I will say this though. I said this a couple of weeks ago. I said Liverpool have Newcastle. Yeah, Ali, fair enough. Offside. Okay, because the app put 3-1, and then literally a few seconds later, it changed it back to 2-1. So I knew something was ruled off. I said that when Liverpool faced Newcastle, Everton, and Spurs, and I said Man City as well, to be fair, but then Man City obviously lost. I said they will drop 4 points in these 4 games. Basically, 2 draws, and then they'll win the other 2. They've won against City, they've drawn against Newcastle. If they end up drawing against Everton or Spurs, that's exactly what I said would have happened, and we would be
Can you
5 points
imagine if they
behind them.
lose both games?
I don't think they lose both because they have too much quality. But
No, but can you imagine if they did, bro?
yeah, yeah, then it's over for them. Then I think we're definitely winning the league.
Yeah, so do I.
Genuinely,
If
as
if
long as we win
if
our
we
games, as
catch
long as we win our games.
if we win our games and we catch up to
Yeah,
Liverpool,
yeah,
we're winning the league. I can say that.
bro. If they lose both those games, which again I definitely don't think will happen, but I think
Yeah, I
they'll
don't think
draw
so.
two. I think at best they'll draw two. I don't think they'll even like lose. But let's say they lose both and we win our games, we're 1 point behind them. and they still have a more difficult fixture list coming up
Mm.
the versus us, like because they have City away still, they still have Chelsea away, they still have Villa away. So it'll be crazy in my opinion. I don't think they'll win the league then, but I definitely don't see them losing both. I think if they do lose a game, it'll only be one of them. But I think they will draw another game. Let's say, and if that happens, we're 5 points behind them before the end of December, which is exactly where we were last season, and we overturned that deficit. But yeah, that was a very good game, for sure. Chelsea smashing them. I'm not trying to discredit Chelsea. I think they're doing really well. They're my favorite to finish top four. They're going to finish fourth for me easily. But there was a red card there. Like, I know they were winning before that, but I think the red card just kind of like destroyed everything for them. I'm looking at their next few fixtures. Like, I personally don't think they'll, and we'll obviously go to predictions later. I don't think
Yeah,
they'll beat Spurs. I don't know if they will lose. I don't think
neither
they'll
do
beat
I.
Spurs because Spurs, as Spursy as they are, will show up against some of these big teams. Now, I know they have a very bad record against Chelsea. I don't think that record will last this season. I think last season, the only reason they lost 4-1 was because of the two red cards they got and they were down to 9 men. I don't think it's gonna happen again this season.
Yeah,
Um, and that's the funny thing because Spurs will show up against Chelsea. They'll probably get a win, and then they'll lose the next game to whoever they play, like 2-0 or 3-0, which is just a very Spursy thing to
yeah.
do. Um, and what other game were you referring to? Fulham. Obviously, I'm not even gonna again. I'm
The
not gonna talk
City
about
game.
Spurs losing to
City.
Bournemouth. As much as I want to give credit to Bournemouth because they've done well against Man City, they've done well against Arsenal. Obviously, they gave a very good fight to Chelsea and sort of got something out of that game. But it's Spurs in it. It's Spurs, bro.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
the
the
thing is,
history of the Tottenham.
Bournemouth actually messed up badly in that game because it should have been four. It should have been five. But for it to be
Yeah,
1-0 is very, 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 very good on Spurs. It looks better
yeah,
for Spurs. It looks very.
yeah.
It looks better for Spurs. It actually, what's the word? What's the word? Um, what's the word when you lose a game, but you should have
Mm-hmm.
lost by more? What's the word? It's something. Them. It's
It flatters them.
flatters. That's it, man.
Score flatters
I'm
them.
thinking,
Yeah, yeah,
where's the word, bro? It's lost in my head. It flatters them massively. For them to only lose 1-0, bro, because that should have been
yeah.
like 3-4. Like the amount of chances that Semenyo had, the amount of chances that Elvin Nilsson had. If Elvin Nilsson knew how to stay on side, this piece of shit, he knows how to run. He knows how to run away and then get Saliba sent off. Yeah, you piece of shit. But you don't know how to hold your run. Like what? What is this guy, bro? What
He's
the hell is
slow,
even
bro.
that,
He's
bro?
not the quickest.
Do you know what I mean? What is even that, bro? I hyper.
Look,
You fraud. And I said Saad's breaking these
that's
fast.
one of the biggest insults, honestly. But
Bro,
yeah, look, to answer
I'm so
Phineas,
offended,
because
bro. I'm
uh,
so
uh,
offended.
Phineas is asking, like, you just didn't give an analysis. You just said Spursy and all. But honestly, Phineas, this is like an analysis, though, because they are Spursy. They'll somehow get a good result against you and then go do it. We've seen it against Ipswich with Man City and
Mm,
Ipswich. They lost to Ipswich, but then smashed Man City 4-0. I know people will say Man City were crap, but then 4-0 is still a crazy score. The reason why I think they'll get a result against Chelsea, for starters, they do play well against the big teams. I think their style of football works better against the big teams than the small teams, right? Because the big teams also try to attack them back, which gives enough space for Spurs to counterattack. This season, by the way, Phineas, because I know you're saying counterattack, you'll take care of take advantage of the high line. Do you know, Phineas, that no team has scored more counterattacks than Spurs this season? They've scored 9. And in my opinion, I think that's a big
mm.
weakness for Chelsea. Because I don't think Chelsea are that good at defending counterattacks. I think they also get caught sometimes on the counter. I don't think, like, sometimes they commit people forward. And I see Cole Palmer and Madueke and all sometimes jog back, which in a counterattack, it puts you guys in a very, very difficult spot. And personally, I don't rate your center backs, which is why I don't think they will deal with counterattacks the best. And Spurs is the best team in the league at counterattacks, which is why I think at their home against Chelsea, I think they will be able to exploit Chelsea's defense with their counterattacks. The reality is, though, Spurs' defense is also quite shit. So you actually might end up scoring, which is why I'm not confident of saying Spurs will win. But I am more confident of saying that it'll probably end up. I'm not going to say a high scoring draw, but more like a 2-2 or something, which is not that high scoring. Um, yeah, exactly. As you've mentioned, like you are like not. I'm not going to say you're awful at the counter, but you're just not that level, in my opinion, in terms of defending counter attacks. And Spurs are really, really good at it. But in the opposite is also true because Spurs are not that good at defending counter attacks, and you guys are really good at it. But because it's their home, if it was your home ground, I would have said you definitely would win. But because it's their home ground, I think that will end up giving them a slight, not a slight advantage, but it'll kind of balance things because as a team, you're better than them. But the home advantage, I think, will kind of balance that out, and I think it'll end up being a 2-2 draw. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
that goes.
Aaron, I might be doing one. The only reason why I'm saying I might is because I need to take in the morning I'm taking my car over to the mechanic just because I need to get it checked out. Um, for anybody who's asking, it's a clutch issue. Yeah. So just hearing that, it's headache. You already know it's headache. From time it's a clutch issue. So and money. It's headache and it's money, bro. I'm just sitting there like, bro, please. Because if I have to replace the clutch, bro, it's actually peak, bro. It's actually peak, bro. Because it's not even an old car or anything; it's a new car, so it's expensive, man. Clutch is expensive, bro,
Yeah.
and it's a German car, so it's, bro.
Oof. Even worse.
Pray for me, guys. Pray for me, man. Pray for me. Anyway, to be honest, I drive a Volkswagen Polo, but it's a newer
Das
model.
Auto.
Yeah, so it's a newer model, bro. So it's not much. Look at this guy, bro. Wallahi,
Clutch
Aaron,
issue like Harry Kane.
wallahi,
That's a good one,
Bro,
Aaron.
Aaron does not miss a beat, bro.
That's a good one.
Aaron does
That's
not miss
a
a
good
beat,
one.
bro. Aaron does not miss a beat. I love this game, man. I love this game. Yeah, like him when he has to score a second penalty against his teammate Hugo Lloris. Fucking idiot. Oh my god. I can't believe I still to this day can't believe he missed that penalty. It's your teammate. It's your
I mean,
teammate.
he
You just
scored the
have to get
first
on
one.
target.
He scored the first one, but yeah, he missed the second. It's just,
Bozo.
yeah. You can use that argument the all opposite way as well. You can say Lloris is his teammate, so he probably knows where he's gonna.
Oh nah, but I
Although it
said
wasn't
I
saved, right?
was
Oh yeah, it wasn't saved. It was
no, because he
missed.
skied it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just get on
yeah.
target, bro. Just get on
The nerves,
target.
the nerves get in
Like,
the head,
bro,
no?
he doesn't know. He bottled it, bro. He pissed his pants when the moment was massive. Anyway, you know what? Speaking about the Chelsea game, I guess we might as well just quickly go to them. We might as well just speak now about the predictions and all that stuff, and speak about the games. You know what? Chelsea going to Tottenham is gonna be interesting. Obviously, we have to. Palmer's on. Well, we're on Palmer watch. We're gonna be on Palmer watch. We have to be because you know what I mean. His
Big games.
record this season in big games is rather meaty, bro. And then Chelsea fans won't have the audacity to say, are we classifying Aston Villa as a big game? I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. But are we classifying Aston Villa as a big game, bro? You know what we're talking about when we say, big games, yeah? We're talking about the big six. We're talking about big teams, yeah? So, watch Palmer. Spurs isn't a big game. There you are. Okay. They're not a big team, but it's still a big game because of the rivalry. So it's still a big
Yeah,
occasion. Yeah, they may not be a big team, but still a big occasion. But I think it's going to be interesting. I definitely think Nicholas Jackson is going to have a field day because he always does against Spurs. He loves playing against them. I'm interested to see what system he goes. Not system, but I'm interested to see what front three he goes with. Is it going to be Madueke coming back into the starting 11? Is it going to be is Neto going to be playing in there? Is Sancho going to be playing in there? João Felix. He hasn't really like sat down and just stuck with one like front four. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Or front three. He's always trying to. like change things around and bring different players in here and there. And I feel like, yeah,
Which
that's
I think
good.
gives them an advantage, by the way.
Yeah, I think
A
so.
little bit.
But here's where here's where I disagree with it though, yeah? Because yes, on one hand, it gives him an advantage because yes, he gets to try out different players. He's got different um archetypes. Is that even? He's got different what's the name of the freaking um what's
What?
the player's name, bro? Oh my god, bro! I'm actually
Drake
having a brain fart today, guys. He's got different profiles. Sorry,
profiles.
he's got different profiles of players. You know what I mean?
He
He
said
can play.
archetypes.
Bro, I don't even know what I said, bro. Do you know what I said? Archetypes, bro. I'm thinking of freaking 2K. But anyway, um, he so he's got different profiles, bro. Just watching you, bro. Allah, making me laugh. But he's got different profiles that he can go to, yeah. Like a João Felix, like a
Yeah.
Sancho, like a Neto,
Nkunku.
yeah, in Kunku, that kind of stuff. However, the one thing I do say that works against him is that these players are not able to consistently like have a run of games. Sometimes you need that, where you need to have the same players playing together for a consistent run of games. Do you know what I mean? And that isn't happening. So that's the only issue that there is with it. Like you can only start different players so much before it starts to be like, okay, this might be an issue. Do you know what I mean? This might start to be an issue because they're not building any momentum together as an attack, and that could cause issues, man. So that's what I think. But listen, we're gonna see if it still works. Obviously, Enzo Maresca has massively impressed me from what he's done so far. Coming into the Premier League. And listen, it's going to be a very difficult game, but the reason why I think Spurs will win, and there we go, spoiler alert, I do think Spurs will win. The reason why I think Spurs will win is because Spurs are weird. Spurs are very weird as a team. When they're
I'm
meant
very shit.
to lose, they win. When they're meant to win, they lose. It's very, very weird. Do you know what I mean? And right now, um, it's not looking too good for Ange. It
Mm.
really isn't. Away
Yeah.
fans at Bournemouth cussing him out. Like it's not looking good for him. Do you know what I mean? He's on a. I don't know necessarily whether the ownership is thinking of sacking him, but he's losing the fan base.
Mm.
That's 100%. And
Which is mad
I
because
feel
with
like the
Conte and Mourinho, they wanted a manager who can play, help
no,
them
no,
play
but
better football.
okay. So
It's
so so
crazy.
hold on, Ash. This is good. The reason why it's good, and I'm going to try and word this in the most disrespectful way ever that I can. But the reason why I think it's good that he gets sacked is because I personally think that Ange Postecoglou is too good for Spurs.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's too good for that club. He should where he's given the right money, he's given the right backing, and he's given the players that he wants, not some youngsters. He's given proper players, bro. Yeah, these guys are gonna start aiming at Postecoglou, bro, but he's not the one to blame. The one to
Mm.
blame is man like freaking Daniel Levy, who's sitting there just doing a madness, bro. So that's the person you should blame, not Ange. In that regards, I do agree with Jacob because me and Jacob rarely agree on anything. Do you know what I mean? But I do agree with Jacob where sometimes people go over the top on Ange, even though Ange, in my personal opinion, is a very good manager, and his mentality is next. It is elite, bro. He's got an elite mentality when it comes to trying to win games, bro, and wanting to win games and striving to win games. He doesn't let anything else cloud his judgment. But I feel like the tools that he's been given to work with are, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to make tea with a chocolate teapot, bro. It's useless, bro. It's never gonna work. So That's my personal opinion on the game. I do think Spurs are going to win, and I'll give you my score prediction when we get to that. But I just think when Spurs aren't supposed to win, they will win. That was proven in the Spurs Man City game. Yeah.
I will say this though. While I understand what you're saying, like okay, like it's on Daniel Levy and all that stuff, and you agreed with Jacob, but Jacob and fans like that also are massively to blame. And I'll before people get crazy, the reason I'm saying it is because they somehow overhype their players like crazy. I've seen
No,
streams
I
where
only
Will comes on Judge Mo's channel and says our starting 11 is better than Arsenal's. I've seen people come on this football terrace saying we will put 7 or 8 Spurs players in a combined 11 with Arsenal. Outside Heung-min Son, who this is gonna trigger and rattle Spurs fans, is also overhyped, right? He's never been world class. At best, he is a very good striker, a very good forward. They don't have any other good quality player. The other one I would probably give them is Madison, where on his day he's good, but the problem is that he's too inconsistent, right? On his day when he's playing at his best, he's very, very good. But he's too inconsistent to be put in that kind of category where you can call him a very good player or a top class player or anything like that. Romero is overhyped. The greatest player in the world said he's the greatest player of all time said he's the best centre back in the world. Yeah, that's normal. He's bigging up his teammate. He's bigging up his teammate. Oh, he's a World Cup winner. Who gives a shit? Havertz is a World Cup winner as a starter for Germany. Nobody thinks Havertz is one of the best defenders in the world. Mickey Van de Ven. Oh, look at Mickey Van de Ven, one of the best defenders. He's not one of the best defenders. He's also an average defender who just sprints really quick. He's like Kyle Walker. You take away Mickey Van de Ven's pace, and he actually gets skinned and destroyed many times. Many times. I've seen him fall in his ass twice in a game against Newcastle. I've seen him pressed by Kai Havertz 3 times and he lost the ball in this season's game. They need to stop overhyping their players. They aren't as good as some of them as they make them seem. Their keeper is crap. Their fullbacks are crap. Pedro Porro is such an average defender. Udogie, who in the first 10 games of last season were calling him the best left back of the league, is such an average defender as well, and they're all criticizing him right now. Romero and Mickey Van de Ven, I wouldn't say they're both crap. I think they're above average. That's it. Bissouma is above average. Madison, because of his lack of consistency, is above average. Son is good. Brennan Johnson is crap. Timo Werner is crap. Solanke is above average. Maybe even average. I think maybe last season could have just been like the one season hype, like Michu. You don't even know if he is that kind of striker. Pape Matisar is like literally another version of Coquelin. That's it, nothing else. They keep overhyping their players, and then they get pissed off that why aren't we performing to that level? Oh, Ange is the problem. Ange is not the issue. The only place I'll blame Ange in is he's trying to play like he's freaking managing Barcelona or Bayern Munich. He also needs to understand the limitations of his team. He also needs to understand his high line doesn't work when your team are like have a FIFA rating of like 65 and 70. Or it should be their rating. I don't know if it's higher than that. But it should be 70, like 75 at tops. And he's trying to play like Barcelona kind of football with 70 rated players. That's the only place where I'll blame Ange. But as a manager, if you tell him to take a big team right now and implement his philosophies, he might not be Hansi Flick level, he might not be Pep level or Klopp level and these elite managers, but he's still a very good manager, just based on the playing style and the philosophy he has where he wants to dominate home and away. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, Phineas, I'm not explaining why he needs to. Yeah, why he needs to go for himself, not because he's crap. I'm explaining he needs to go because Spurs are not good enough for him, right? But the reality is, the biggest problem in the team right now. Yes, you can obviously look at Danny Levy first because he's the one who signed players. But even the Spurs fans overhyped their team. You asked him in the summer, a couple of months ago, yeah, we have one of the best starting lineups. It's the squad that's a problem. It's the squad. No, your starting lineup sucks. Your starting lineup is abysmal. You get certain good wins because of how Ange Postecoglou has been lining you guys up and how you guys play. Not because your team is that good and can compete with the other big teams. Honestly, I swear to God, on my life, wallahi, if I have to do a combined 11 with us and Spurs right now, I fail to think about which player would I take. Genuinely none. I'm also thinking like, Would I take Son? Probably I'll take him as a striker. But then Son cannot hold on to the ball as well. I mean, he doesn't hold on to the ball that well. And the way Arsenal play, we need someone who can hold on to the ball and play as a second striker on the
I'm
left wing.
taking Son.
Yeah, maybe. And but by the way, even if we do take Son, we're taking Son because Kai Havertz is just not good enough, in my opinion, right? And Martinelli and Trossard
Here
are
we
hot
go.
and cold, right? No, but they are not. Martinelli and Trossard are hot and cold. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're like quite average in their performances. But outside Son, there's not a single one of their players I would even consider like putting in my starting 11.
This is actually mad. Would you take Vicario as a Neto replacement?
Stop.
No.
Stop it,
I
please.
listen. The thing is, people try to hype up Vicario now. I'm sorry, but that guy is lost, bro. Even when he was fit, bro, he was lost, bro. From corners, bro. When I've seen
And we
Raya now, when
and we
I've
have
seen
a keeper
Raya,
who's excellent in collecting
yeah,
crosses.
when I've seen Raya now, I can never go back to a goalkeeper that can't collect his crosses. I can't
No way.
because the level was too high, bro. The level was too high. The levels that Raya has set, or the standards that he's set, they're way too high. That you need to get as close as you can to them. Vicario can never get anywhere near that. Never. So that's the reason why I would never go for Vicario and never want him at my team because I don't think he's a good goalkeeper. Uh, I think he's all right in some aspects. I think his shot stopping's all right, but where he's good at shot stopping, I don't think he's good enough at shot stopping where it completely outdoes him. Like I said this,
Doesn't cover up crossing.
I said this the other day. Yeah, well, I still think that Allison is the best keeper in the league. I think Raya is second, and the
Yeah,
reason why I think Raya is second and just edges it. I think Allison just edges it is because obviously Allison's a world class keeper. We're not going to argue with that, yeah.
yeah, the
But
second best keeper in the world. Yeah.
Raya is the best keeper for collecting crosses in England. I'd even say top two in the world to collect crosses, bro. It's crazy, bro. The way he's so comfortable to just come out, bro, jump in the air and then collect that cross, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad. It's mad,
Bro,
bro.
you're
I rate
you're
Raya a
saying
lot.
second. Like, is there even an argument about him being second? There's not a single keeper that's close. Like, because back then they were like,
But
oh,
that's what I'm
Raya, maybe
saying.
top three, maybe top
That's
five.
the reason. The way he because he's able to collect because he's able to collect. Sorry, because Babe Rose is saying something. So are you telling me that you take Vicario over Neto?
That's
Even
mad.
though,
As a backup keeper, I wouldn't.
come on, Babe Rose, what are we doing
I
here?
would not. By the way, that's
Vicario
not me
is
saying Neto is great, but I would not take a keeper who's bad at collecting crosses,
yeah.
because then that would be a massive issue for us. The reason why we've done really well in defending corners is not just because we have good defenders who can get corners, because Raya comes out a lot and collects crosses. So whoever our backup keeper is, he should at least be someone who's confident enough to come out of the box and collect crosses. Remember Ramsdale when he got a few games last season, he would come out of the box to collect crosses and it freaking looked like a calamity. We cannot go back
Bro,
to.
so many times, so many times, yeah. And this is how I know that I've gotten to a point, yeah, where I'm so comfortable with the goalkeeping position right now. Like, I actually think, you know what? Arteta truly found his guy because I look at situations now where crosses come in, and I'm not even shook that we're gonna concede. Like
Not as
when we
much, yeah.
conceded, like I'm pretty sure we did the Newcastle watch along together in it, and
Hmm.
you could see, yeah, because you jinxed the game, but
Shut the
you
hell up.
could see you, you could see in my face, yeah, when we conceded that first goal, I was so surprised, and that's how it is for me nowadays. Like especially this season, I'm so flabbergasted when we concede a goal from a cross
Mm.
or from a set piece because I'm so used to Raya just being so dominant in the box and being able to handle himself. I cannot go from that to, even if he's only the second keeper, Babe Rose, even if he's just a second keeper, for him to be that bad in corners and dictating what's going on in his box, like it's suicide. I can't lie. It's mad.
I'll even go I'll even go further and say I personally don't think Raya has a weakness. Genuinely, because he's good at playing with his feet. He's very good playing with his feet.
Penalties,
He's
he's
good at
good.
shots. Huh?
Penalties, he's good.
Penalties, he's good. Excellent at shot stopping. Makes some fantastic saves. Made a very good save against United
That
with the lift
save,
header.
that bro.
Incredible. The only good chance they had.
Do you know from where I was sitting? Yeah, from where I was sitting, I'm looking directly, like you can see the goal, and I was like right behind where Delict was, right behind him, bro. So I could see it as he hit that ball with his head. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my god, they've scored, because I'm just looking at it, and Raya's nowhere near it, bro. Raya's nowhere near it. Like on the TV, it doesn't look that far away. Yeah,
Hmm.
in the stadium, it was far, bro. It's like
That was a leap.
me here, and then the ball was over there, bro. It was going over there. I don't know how he caught it, bro, because I'm
Yeah.
looking at it and I'm like, bro, this is a goal. It's going to the corner. It's going to the corner. He's not gonna get this. And at that
Uh,
point, I think it was 1-0. At that point,
no,
was it
was
two
it
nil
1-0 or 2-0? I can't even
I'm
remember, to be
sure it
honest.
was 1-0 at that point.
Yeah, maybe it was 1-0. Cali, I disagree with that. You're saying he has one weakness, and that is his attached shot. I How does him being shot of so him being shot is not a weakness if it does not actually lead to some sort of errors. Because when I think about, a shot keeper could be a weakness, is, he cannot collect crosses, he doesn't get enough leap. None of that exists with Rai. In fact, he's the
Yeah.
best keeper in the league at cross collection.
Mm.
So how is him being shot at that shot a weakness? It's not affecting him in any way. He's
And
got amazing leaps.
also I've seen with Raya, yes, his I think the only time his height might come into question is if he gets chipped. If he gets chipped, I think that's when his height will come into
Yeah.
question. Or if he's taller, Courtois. If it's a 1-on-1, Courtois and Allison, because they're so tall, they're able to cover more area. Do you know what I mean? But with Raya, when it comes to collecting crosses, just like Ash said, by the way, when it comes to collecting crosses, when it comes to him being like 5'10" or whatever it is, or 5'11", I think he's no, actually I think he's 6 foot. I think he's 6 foot.
Not sure.
But either way, he's short for a goalkeeper. But regardless of that,
Yeah, he is
his
6 foot. Yeah,
leap, was
183.
he?
183. So I think that is 6 foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 foot, 6 foot. So regardless of that, his leap alone helps him massively. His even if you're short as a goalkeeper, as long as you got that leap, like, do you know what I mean? You're undefeated, bro, because you're able to jump high. And even listen, a player who was very good at jumping high, yeah, and was short as fuck. Centre back, and his name starts with C, mate. Who would have thought that he'd be scoring headers, bro? Who would have thought that he'd be scoring headers? Who would have thought? Do you even know who I'm talking about?
A centre back, what?
Whose
What
name
did you
starts
repeat that
with
again?
C, who's scoring headers, and he's short as hell, bro.
For Arsenal, who played for Arsenal?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
You know what? Now I want everybody to get a centre back who starts with his name starts with surname starts with C, scores headers, World Cup winner, played for Italy. Allah, South.
Cannavaro.
Yeah. Yeah, why do I have to always spoon feed you everything, bro? Allah, here you go. Just take bang. There we go.
Yeah, but I mean,
Short guy
yeah.
scores headers, bro. Bro,
How
that's
short is
that's
he though? He's not. Is he that
nah,
short?
bro. He's like 5 foot something, bro. Go look, man. I'm sure he's
Oh,
short,
yeah, yeah.
bro.
He's
He's like
175. You're right. You're right.
no, but what is that? 5'6" or something.
No, 175 is like 5'8", but I get what you mean. He's slightly taller than Timber, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, five
Timber.
foot seven, five, like that.
Yeah, 5'9". He's five
Yeah.
foot nine. But that's the thing. That's what Leap does to you. Leap for certain players can help them massively. Do you know what I mean? So, I Nathan, allow me, man. I'm not even height shaming, bro. I'm not even height shaming,
Height
bro.
shaming,
I'm not
Saad.
even. I'm not even a
Unbelievable.
tall guy to be sitting there height shaming. I'm not even that tall, bro. Man, I acting like I'm height shaming and I'm 6'4", bro, and I'm chilling at like, bro. I'm not even that guy, bro. Um, but here's the thing, yeah. Looking at the situation, yeah. Going back to what we were speaking about, when you look at Raya, bro, his leap is amazing. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing, bro, because he's able to get higher even though he's shorter. The only time I've seen him act a fool is when Mudrik done that weird goal. And to be honest,
And
you can just
he's
you
recovered
can
from that.
you can, and to be honest, you could just count that as a freak accident.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit like that happens. Wind and they just hit the shot just right. Like, bro, do you know what I mean? Is leap not the right word, Phineas? I'm sure the leap is the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phineas, leave us alone, man. Let us be, bro. But anyway, um, yeah, so that's why we wouldn't take it. But oh, he's saying vertical
Oh.
because that's
Yeah.
the
I get
it is
what
in
you
the
mean. Yeah,
NBA.
but yeah, you see,
When they
Phineas,
do that little
those
thing,
who
like
watch the NBA, those who watch the NBA will always say leap. So I'm assuming you don't watch the NBA a lot, like. But yeah, that is true, Phineas. He did say archetype for profile.
no, no,
That was
but the
hilarious.
thing is,
I looked at
no,
him. I
no,
was like, wait, I want to see where
because
he's going with
bro,
this.
listen, the thing is, yeah. So let me just quickly, just a quick detour from where we were, yeah. The
Hmm.
reason why I said archetype and I said leap, yeah. Um, sorry, not leap. The reason why I said archetype and all of this, hey, you know what? Tino's ball, bro. Tino's ball, bro. Tino's ball, a playmaking shot creator, bro. It's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple, man. Like, bro, there's no need for you to go crazy, bro. 6'5", playmaking shot creator. Do you know what I mean, bro? Get your badges. You know what I mean? What's it called? What was the badge called, man? Moving shot, limitless range. Oh my god!
I haven't played 2K.
2K18 was like some of the best times, man. It was a cancerous game, but it was good times, man. It was a good game, man. It was a good game, man. I love 2K. I love 2K, man. Oh man. Ankle breakers. Yeah, ankle breaker, bro. Oh mate. You see, Ash knows nothing about what we're talking about right now. But
No,
the
ankle
people
breaker
who
I
play
know, but
2K,
ankle breaker they use it not just in 2K, bro.
no,
Like
no,
they
but
even say
no,
it
no, but
like
we're now we're starting to name like badges, bro.
yeah,
You know what I
fair,
mean?
fair, fair, fair.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I've never played the game, so I wouldn't know.
Mate, posterizer as well for your bro. You know what? And then Phineas with his lazy ass and I ain't grinding shit. He was like, bro, straight. You had to buy the VC as well. You had to buy the VC when you first bought the game. So as soon as you bought the game and you went on to when you went into the park, bro, you had to buy VC straight away, bro. You had to buy VC. So you buy VC and then you get him up to 85 and then you have to grind your badges and shit, man. Then you could go out to the park. But yeah, it was crazy, man. But anyway, um yeah, let's I had to buy VC. Yeah, bro, you had to, bro. You had to buy the VC, bro. If you didn't buy the VC, bro, there was nothing, bro. No, who's grinding all of that way from 64 to not 64, from 60. I think pretty sure it was 60, was it 64? Whatever it was, to all the way to 85, bro. But anyway, Ash, I can see you're not interested in this conversation at all. So let's get
Bro,
back
I
to
love basketball. I've just never played the game. Even though I've been
bro.
advised to play it quite a lot, but now with Phineas saying the game is ass now, I definitely won't be trying it.
No, 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 but you,
I'm
you
actually
should.
trying to get back to FIFA, bro. I've left it like a year ago. I need to get back.
No, no, don't go back to FIFA, bro. Wait for the new
Fine.
games to come out. Wait for the new games. Wait for the new football games to come out. Let's see
Bro,
what.
I don't even play like even in FIFA. I don't play like Ultimate Team or any of that. I just play divisions. That's it.
Yeah, don't ever touch. Don't ever touch division. Don't ever touch Ultimate Team, bro.
Yeah, I've never played Ultimate Team or any of that. I literally just play divisions.
Bro, FIFA 13 was some of the best times of my life, bro.
FIFA 13, FIFA
FIFA
17 for me was
13,
the best. The
FIFA
one of the
17,
Royce.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
FIFA 17 was crazy, bro. FIFA 19 was that shit was cancer, bro.
I hated 19. I hated
Bro,
19. I
FIFA
hated
19 was
20.
the worst,
21
bro.
was okay. I hated 20.
No, but I'm talking for Ultimate Team point of view.
Oh, yeah, then
Ultimate
I
Team
wouldn't
point of
know.
view. I hated 19 was fucked because you had to do the green. I think that was the green that you have to time that. Anyway, we're getting into a whole gaming thing.
Yeah.
You cannot even pass on the new one, bro. FIFA's ass, bro. FIFA is ass. We're gonna get
For
into the
those
next.
who know, no, by the way, up until 2012, I only played PES my whole life. If anyone has played PES and they know the Adriano kind of shooting hack or the Kaka run when he runs from the left, cuts in and just you can spam
Yes.
the shot. It was a proper like cheat code in PES. I used to only play PES until
Mate.
2012. PES was a
Did you
proper
have your
game, man.
little? Did you have your
It,
little
where
memory card? Did you have the memory
Yeah,
card?
the memory card of a PlayStation 2. Yeah, where I am, I don't know if it's the same in the UK or wherever you guys are, but in UAE, like at that time, FIFA was looked at like for like amateurs and people who don't actually know how to play the game,
Yeah.
and PES was like for the real ballers. Like, so if you really wanted to prove yourself, it was only PES at the time. It was
Mm,
such a frick, and it was just a dribble cheat code, but it was PES was superb, man.
yeah. But the thing is, the way, unfortunately, as unfortunate as it is, because PES should have really carried on, and PES should be the market leader.
It
But
became garbage. I
the
played it in like 16, I think it
yeah,
was 17. It was so damn bad, bro.
well, they started to sell it as a free. Well, they gave it as a free game, innit? They made it free because nobody
Mm.
would play it. But the thing is, with PES, the way FIFA beat them is they went behind their back and they went and got all of the teams and got the
Licensing.
licensing and everything like
Yeah.
that done. As soon as they got the licenses, it was like, oh,
It was over for
now
PES. Yeah.
now we don't have to go through all of that work of setting up the teams and then putting all the players' names in and all of that. We can just go straight in and then bang, the team's already there and they're saved. Do you know what I mean? And then
I
and
remember
then
when
obviously,
Zlatan Ibrahimovic tried to sue FIFA for that, by the way. Because he's like, because his agent, what was his agent's name? The Italian guy who passed away? The very famous agent. Um,
I forgot his
Damn,
name.
that famous Italian
He
agent.
was Pogba's agent as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was the agent of all these guys, man.
Mm.
Agent of Zlatan. How could I forget his name? Who passed away? Like he was
He passed away.
Raiola. Yeah. Mino Raiola. This guy, yes, exactly, Calimino Raiola. I just remembered now. I remember him and Zlatan was suing FIFA because they had evidence apparently that FIFA was not allowed to use the players' names, just like that.
Mm.
And they obviously lost that court case because FIFA continued doing that for years after. Which is stupid because I'm assuming if you register for you to be a professional footballer, you have to basically sign a FIFA contract, I'm assuming. And if you do that, then of course that probably gives FIFA the right to use your name. So
Nah,
eh,
but it was even deeper than that. He didn't. So him as a football player and as um him as a football player and him as like something that can be advertised, that belongs to the football club. That doesn't belong to you as a person. That belongs to Arsenal, or that belongs to Man United, or that belongs to PSG, or whoever you're with at the time. So if they agree to having their team in the game, if Zlatan says no, I don't want to be in the game, that means nothing because they own his imaging rights. They own um his like what's it called, the ability to just like put images out of him and put his name out there in different places because he's their player. So they currently keep him in the team and they employ him. So realistically, it wouldn't have been Zlatan that could do that, bro. The only way that he would have been able to be removed of the game is if the team asked for it. That we don't want him to be in the game.
But the funny thing is, I don't even think the team would have that jurisdiction to not get a player in the game, because in the end, you're signing a professional contract regardless with FIFA when you first start your professional career. I'm
Yeah, of
assuming.
course.
So if you do that, regardless of what club you're in, you're still able to, like, they're still able to use your name in the game. I think that's where PES lost, because PES didn't have that. I don't know how it's worked now since FIFA's gone and now
Yeah.
it's become EAFC.
Those are the only
Um,
people. I think it's Messi,
Unless
Ronaldo,
yes, you're right. I
Mbappe,
think Messi and Mbappe. Oh, yeah,
and
exactly,
yeah, and
exactly.
I
And
think
these players,
even
obviously get paid much higher. I'm pretty sure, for them to be used in the game.
yeah, even they did a massive payout when Maradona died. They were prepared to do a massive payout to keep him in the game when Maradona
Mm,
passed away because
mm,
they were I think they were gonna offer him they were gonna offer his family like hundreds of millions, bro, just to
yeah,
keep him in the game. Which, to be honest, hundreds of millions is not that much for EA, bro.
yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah. Exactly. It's nothing.
if they could spend 100 million like that. Do you know what I mean? So for us, it looks a bit mad. But anyway, let's get back to the
And
football,
just
man.
sorry, last thing, just to address the T. It's I hated that, bro. Man Blue, Merseyside Red, North London. By the way, the latest one had Piemonte for Juventus. Yeah, yeah. PES really messed up, bro. PES,
London red, bro. London white.
oh, it's
London blue, bro.
mad, mad.
Ah, Pez was so good, man. I love Pez, man. I love
And they
Pez.
had like fake Brazilians and the Brazilian
Yeah,
national team, Dinaldo and Rubino and us. Oh man, I hated that. I hated that. But anyways,
that Piemonte Calcio was in that was actually in FIFA,
that was in
though.
the one. No, no, no. The Monte Calcio was
No,
there was it
it was
was there
FIFA.
in. Are you sure?
Yeah, 100% because FIFA lost the
Ah,
imaging rights.
maybe
FIFA lost the
for
imaging
UV.
rights and they
Yeah,
lost the badge for Juve, so they couldn't even use the badge.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
was that
Correct,
weird
correct,
thing
correct.
with the little cross and all of that.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Juventus was correct in PES. It was FIFA.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. I, now I
because
remember why I now I remember why I thought of Piemonte, because I was like, I stopped playing PES at the time. I remember why I thought of Piemonte, because for those who played FIFA, was it FIFA 17? I can't remember which year it was.
it was that around
You've
that time.
FIFA 7, I think FIFA 17. Piemonte was a hack, because you had Pjanic was an incredible shooter.
Mm.
Higuain, who was on fire. Uh, they had uh, they had, man, I can't remember. They had an incredible defense with Barzagli,
That
Chiellini,
was
and
when
Bonucci.
Ronaldo was there, bro. It was when Ronaldo was there. It was
I ha-
Piemonte Calcio
I have a
when
feeling it was, yeah, maybe I think Cristiano was there. You're right.
it was when Ronaldo was there because I remember every time I'd go there to get Ronaldo to play with him, bro. And yeah, it was a bit of a madness. But anyway, listen, let me get to these super chats real quick. Phineas saying, "I love how y'all skip the caterpillar in the tree."
Stop
Oh
it,
mate,
bro.
this
Caterpillar.
what is this shit, bro? What are we doing now? What are we doing now, bro? All our teams are just breaking. Fan bases have just become pussies, man. Yeah, actually, back your team, man. Back your team and say, you know what? We're winning this league, bro. Yeah. In for using the wise words of a young man. Yeah. I believe my gaffer. That's what you have to say, bro. That's what you have to say. Yeah. I believe my gaffer 2023, man. You know what I mean? Oh,
I think that wise man doesn't exist anymore. He doesn't believe in his gaffer anymore.
I
But
listen, we don't speak about
nah,
that
Phineas,
anymore.
you're doing the right thing. You guys are not in a title race. Don't be stupid. You're doing the right thing. They're not in a title race, bro. I'm being honest. Like, I don't
Hey,
know. Everyone defines title race
man said you're not in the
differently.
title race, man. Don't you did the right thing, man. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
my
not.
god. I Ash is too funny. And then big up to Aaron who just sends a blank super chat, 9.99.
Big up, Aaron,
I guess he's just like
and big up,
contributing
Phineas.
towards my clutch that might need to be replaced by now, but who knows, bro? Who knows, man?
Donation to fix the clutch of the Volkswagen.
Wallah, it's crazy, man. But listen, big up to you, Aaron. Big up to Phineas as well for the super chats. Going on to the next game, how do we actually see this one? Obviously, there is a chance that it's going to get cancelled, but if it doesn't,
Oh, Fulham.
How do we see Merseyside derby going?
I look from the fixtures that we've had after the Chelsea game, basically from Forest all the way up to the game just before City in Feb. I think this is the hardest fixture, and I've said it before. I think Fulham is the one where it could
Oh
be a
wait, what are you
potential
talking
banana
about?
skin. You're talking about the Fulham Arsenal game, right?
I said the Merseyside derby.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, fair. Look, same thing.
Yeah,
I think this would be a very,
I'm gonna save the Fulham game until
yeah,
last
yeah,
because that's actually our
yeah,
team,
yeah,
innit?
yeah. Fair, fair,
So we'll
fair,
speak
fair,
about it a bit more
fair.
passionately.
More passionately, yeah. Look, I think it'll be a very difficult game for Liverpool, in my opinion, because I mean they've only won there once in the last 7 years. I know people are getting giddy about Everton got slapped up by United 4-0, that garbage and stuff like that. Which I understand their form has been quite bad, and they have been bad for the last couple of years. But when they play Liverpool at Goodison Park, they kind of like show up. And I don't want to say show up, but there's obviously a lot more energy there because it is a derby. Um, I think the fact that they won their last game 4-0 is also going to give them some sort of confidence. It also doesn't help. Now, the game might get cancelled and all this becomes irrelevant.
Yeah,
But if it doesn't get cancelled, then I agree with Ali. Like, this is actually going to be tremendously, maybe not tremendous, tremendous is probably too much of here, but it will be an issue for Liverpool because they just played 2 days ago and they have to play a 12:30 kickoff fixture at Goodison Park. It's also the last game at Goodison Park. It's the last derby
yeah.
at Goodison Park this season, unless they meet in the FA Cup. So, yeah, I think it will be a very difficult game for Liverpool. If I had to make a prediction, we'll come to the score predictions later, but I would slightly edge it towards Liverpool because I don't think they will draw I don't think they will drop points in two consecutive games. But I do think they will struggle to win there. Like I think if they win, they will win narrowly by like one goal. The Spurs game is where I really think they'll probably struggle um, quite a lot. But Everton, man, I don't know. Like this team, up until like 6 7 years ago, maybe a little bit before that, like they had a lot of good players, and now every player look at them is just crap. Look at the strikers; they start Beto. I hate strikers that are, bro. If you're that tall, go play basketball. Like stop playing football, bro. It's not your sport because the only way you could be that tall and play football is if you have the skills of like Ibrahimovic or if you're an lethal goal scorer like Holland. I just look at their team: Calvert Lewin, Beto,
Robert Lewin
Dwight
is a
McNeil,
joke.
bro, one of the worst strikers I've seen in my life. I'm not even joking. What's his name? Dwight McNeil, who I know they'll say, oh, he's been playing well this season. But if Dwight McNeil is your standard for he's playing really good, I just think like, damn, that's how disgusting your team is. You still employ Ashley freaking Young, bro. I know he's got Young in his name. The guy is far from young, my man. The guy is far from young. He's some old ass grandpa who should have retired by now. Well, look, fair enough to him. He's keeping his body fit and obviously playing at this level up until this
Nah,
age.
man,
So I know I was just
give it
maybe
up.
bantering a little bit. Yeah, yeah, but like it's just crazy like that their team, and they obviously were hit with like points deduction last season because they couldn't manage their finances, and they're not managing their finances because they're spending their money on crap. And this, I think they need to do the Brighton kind of format where they just try to go for some unknown players in these other leagues, like pay better for scouting, spend more money on scouts than spending money on players and their salaries. Um, but yeah, like, their team is quite garbage. But somehow Liverpool is the one game I think that they're usually like up for. Liverpool at Goodison Park, not even Liverpool at Anfield. So hopefully they give them a very difficult game, and hopefully they end up getting a win, or at least a draw. Personally, I don't think it'll happen. I just think Liverpool will have slightly more quality and will edge a goal by a win by one goal difference. But yeah, hopefully it's an
I
exciting
said
game
that.
at least.
You know what? I said that last season, and I was hurt by that because I said last season, Liverpool got too much quality for these guys, man. They're gonna smack them, and this is when Everton were
They lost
struggling.
2-0.
This is when Everton were struggling. Everton were, people are talking about relegation, da di da di da. So,
To be fair, Liverpool were also struggling and they were out of the title race by then. Like, so they kind of lost faith.
yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is, like, you can't always just say, "Oh, look at the quality on the pitch." You can't because it's in derbies like form goes out the window, and it doesn't matter about. the quality on the quality of teams or this or that, because somebody can just pull out of nowhere a mad moment, bro, in that game. A mad moment. And especially with it being, I have a weird feeling, bro. The last game at Goodison Park, their fans are going to, from the jump, their fans are going to be singing, bro. They're going to be up for it, bro. So
Hmm.
we just have to understand that. The Everton fans are going to be up for this one. Liverpool are going to need to be up for it. And it's going to be a 12:30 kickoff. I don't know how quickly they're going to be able to get over that with only 2 days to train. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, they'll have training um
Hmm.
before the game, but um yeah. Listen, I don't see how Liverpool get after that result against Newcastle. I don't know how they get in Goodison Park. 12:30 kickoff. If it was like a 7:30, a 5:30 or something, I could understand. 12:30 kickoff is nuts, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think it's gonna catch
You
them
know what
off
the
guard.
issue is, and Ali mentioned this perfectly. Like, bruh, they've got the best player in the league. This
Yeah,
Salah has been a freaking cheat code this season, bro. It's just like it's like this game is broken with him there, like. And I must give him credit, man. I think he's one of the best players to ever play in the league. For me, like top, definitely top five. I'd even argue top three. And I wouldn't be mad at anyone who says second. I would still put Andre ahead of him. Um, but I wouldn't be mad at anyone saying second. He's just so damn phenomenal. And he's playing at this age. He's 32, 33 years old, playing at this age and sprinting the way he sprints, like taking on players and man, that chance he had against Newcastle when he was a bit lucky because the ball kind of like hit the defender and came back to him. But then he bangs it immediately with his weaker foot and it hits the crossbar. Like he was
yeah.
obviously quite unlucky there. Ali, I know he's overtaken Henri like with GA, but for me, while I'm
Can I
someone who
just give
rates
can I just
studs,
give one argument? Can I give you one argument, guys? And
yeah,
then obviously
yeah.
you can continue it from there. When Salah has 20 goals and 20 assists in the same season, then come back to me because he still hasn't done
Mhm.
that. He still hasn't done that. Still.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll have to disagree with my brother Saad here because the problem with that argument is if another player comes in and does like 20 goals and 20 GA, that's it. Do we just suddenly say they're better than Henri now? Like it's not enough to only look at one aspect. You have to look at a bunch of aspects. This is the problem when people. I think this is a mistake that some guys make when they're doing player comparisons. They only look at one factor. There's so many factors, and for you to judge who the better player is, you have to look at the cumulative of all these factors. So you've got clutchness, you've got consistency, you've got obviously ability. If you're comparing attackers, you have to obviously look at GA. There's many things you have to look at. Like, and the reality is, you'll always have one player that has something over the other players. Like it's quite normal, which is why you have to look at the overall at all the variables and take the combination. And obviously each variable will have different weight. Like I wouldn't say like 20 goals and 20 assists in one season has more weight than someone doing it for like 10, 15 years in a row, for example. Like that consistency and longevity for me is more important, right? So everything has different weights as well. I personally still think I would still say Henri's greater than Salah in the Premier League. Because in my opinion, like in terms of ability, I think Henri had better ability. He was a better dribbler. Um, I think what Salah does sometimes, winning games for Liverpool on his own, is fantastic. But I think Henri did the same thing at a higher level where Salah will win Liverpool games on his own by like being in the right place, by making the correct run at the right time, by creating a chance out of nothing for someone. Henri would sometimes win us games out of nothing by actually taking on two, three players and going and scoring a solo goal. And for me, he was flawless as well. I don't think he had any weakness at all in his game. And he had fantastic GA. I think he was like top scorer in the league 3 seasons in a row. I think he was top scorer four times, but three of them were in a row. Obviously, he was a fantastic playmaker as well. He was a fantastic free kick taker. He just had that ability part. However, by the way, I'm saying this, and I'm not opposed to saying Salah could eventually overtake him. And when I say eventually, I don't even mean far away. I mean like recently. Like if Salah wins the Premier League this season and he ends up scoring like 30 goals, for example, in the league, I think there's an argument you can make to say Salah is greater because he would have the same number of leagues as Henry, better GA than Henry. Yes, he's losing in ability, but he has other bigger moments. And if you also take what they have done during their time in England, then you could also say Salah has better longevity and Salah has a Champions League with Liverpool in the period where he was at England. So it all depends, right? Like for me right now, I would still take Henry slightly, but we'll see how Salah ends his career with Liverpool. But yeah, that's where I feel Liverpool will always have an edge. And I know the last couple of seasons when they've lost Salah, they've still done well without him. Like when he's gone to AFCON, for
Mm.
example, and they still ended up winning all those Premier League games. I don't think it's the same this season. I think the season if Salah, God forbid, is injured for like a month, because I don't obviously we don't wish injury on anyone, but God forbid if he's injured for like a month or two, I genuinely think Liverpool struggle tremendously, tremendously. Because some of the
This
things that
Ali
Salah
A guy.
does,
This Ali A guy
Saad,
is a
watch your Muslim
scumbag,
brother.
bro. This guy's a
Nah, stop,
scumbag. Why
stop.
are you trying
Don't
to?
put us in that kind
Why?
of corner.
So why are you trying to? Why are you trying to now manipulate us and try and make us feel bad by saying back your Muslim brother, bro?
Yeah,
Listen, this is nothing to do with it, bro. The
yeah, come on,
reason
it
why I
doesn't.
back Henri
But big up
is
to my Muslim
because,
brother.
bro, Henri yeah, of course, big up to my Muslim brother, bro. Even though he poses next to Christmas trees, but anyway, this is the problem. This is the problem. No, but this is the problem though. I can't get past Henri because Henri, we saw him take the ball from in our own half, go past a whole freaking defense, and then put him back in the net, bro. Like, what is this, bro?
And he has
He was
stats to back it up.
immense.
If it was just that alone, that's not enough because then that's Hazard, right? And we don't want like
Yeah, of
this is
course.
why this is why I don't think the Hazard Salah is even a debate. I think it's an absolute disgrace to football to say like, who's the better winger in the Premier League, Hazard or Salah, or who's the better winger overall, Hazard or Salah. I think it's an absolute disgrace. But the reason why Henry's in that conversation, in my opinion, ahead is because he has the GA, he has the stats, just like Salah, but
Mm.
he also has incredible ability that, in my opinion, is better than Salah's ability. Not saying that Salah doesn't have good ability. I think Salah is super talented and has fantastic ability. He's a very good player. He's very good technically. He's a good dribbler. He's a
Yeah.
good passer. He's a good goal scorer. But I think Henry edges him in most departments when it comes to ability. Um, and obviously, but however, Salah is definitely more efficient. So can
Mm.
Salah overtake Henry? I'm not going to say, oh, no chance, it's over. No, that's stupid. Of course, he can overtake him. By the way, I'm also someone who got criticism when I said, I think it was on this channel, if I'm not wrong, a year ago or something, where I was like, I can see Saka eventually overtaking Henry, right? And they're like, what do you mean? Oh no, it's Thierry Henry, va va voom, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, stop being emotional. Of course, Henry is far ahead.
Baba
But
boom.
are you guys saying there's nothing, absolutely nothing Saka can do to overtake Henry? That's mad. Of course there is. Will he do it? Probably not. But he definitely can do it if he meets certain criteria. If Saka ends up winning 3 Premier Leagues and a Champions League for us, and he ends his career at Arsenal and he ends up having like, I don't know, like 200 goals, for example, and then like 100 assists, how could you say he overtaken Henry? Of course he would have. So it all depends, right? Like people can definitely um, overtake other
West
players.
Ham.
Like no player is
West Ham. West Ham. Last time we scored against in open play. But anyway,
yeah,
nice
literally
try,
like no
R9.
player. Yeah.
Nice try, man. Nice try. Yeah, that was a funny joke. Big up, man. We gave you a laugh, bro. We gave you a
We
laugh.
already spoke about the
Uh,
set pieces and corners, and we debunked that R9 at the beginning of the show. Clearly, you've just joined now. Thank you for joining. Better late than never. But when you get the chance, please rewind, go back, watch the beginning, get
mm,
educated, and then you'll hopefully have
yeah.
better football knowledge then. But big
It's
up,
not
man.
my fault. It's not my fault that you're just mad that
Or
your team
sister. I don't
can't.
know if you're a bro or a sister, so big up.
Yeah, big up to you, R9. But it's not my fault that you're so angry that your team can't, defend against corners, bro. It's not my fault, bro. It's not my fault, bro. Chat to your defense, bro. Chat to your defense. Yeah.
Stop, stop, stop. Wait, stop. He's a Spurs fan. I thought he was a United fan. You're a Spurs fan. You are you shameless? You just lost. You're 8 points behind us. Are
I
you
never
are you
knew he was.
okay?
Right, are you? Wait, R9. Are you actually? Are you actually a Spurs fan?
He just
Are you?
said we
Is
Spurs
he?
go to OT and take over their yard. bro. Let me tell you,
Oh my
he's obviously a Spurs
god,
fan
he is a
because
Spurs fan.
nobody,
I didn't even
nobody
know
who's not
R9 was a
no, no,
Spurs
Here's the
fan.
thing: nobody who's not a Spurs fan would pretend to be a Spurs fan. Sad, like it's
Yeah,
the
I don't know
most
why they
embarrassing
would,
thing.
bro. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The audacity, bro. The audacity for someone who's just lost and is 8 points behind us, languishing in I don't know 10th or whatever the hell you guys are, coming and talking to us. Oh, well, we go to Old Trafford and we score 3 goals. Get out of here, bro.
By the way, um, we don't need you to win. We don't need you to win against Liverpool and Chelsea to help us or anything. But
Yeah.
because Tottenham is such a bottle job club, when you want to lose, you win. When you want to win, you lose. Do you know what I mean? That's just something that you do. Do you know what I mean? That's just something that your club does. Your club helps us just because that's what they do, bro. When they're not supposed to win, they win.
And
It's
let
not
me
my
say this:
fault.
if Everton and Fulham, if let's say Everton beat Liverpool and Fulham draw against Liverpool, I know it won't happen, but let's assume this crazy scenario happens and Liverpool drop 5 points in these games and we're suddenly 2 points behind them. Wallahi, I would want Liverpool to beat Spurs. I wouldn't mind then. I like slap up Spurs. I don't give a shit. I don't want no favor from Spurs because we'll be 2 points behind. Who gives a shit about Spurs? The only reason I want Spurs to win is because we're 7 points behind. However, don't do it for us, R9. Do it for your pathetic club that's struggling every season and sacking manager after manager and still being this crap. Um, and I will just say this. I'll just
Uh,
I'll just say this, and we won't have to get into an argument. We won't discuss this. We'll do another show about this. But LFC Aaron, definitely Neymar. And I can easily destroy this argument, but we will do it in some other time. But it's
what's this?
definitely Neymar. Big up to
Dino
Ronaldinho. I love
Neymar.
Ronaldinho. I love Ronaldinho, one of my favorite players growing up. 100% Neymar. I know you didn't
Yeah.
ask me, but I'm sorry, I'm gunning it
Ash
anyways.
Ash is skunked. But anyway, let's move on because we don't want to start up arguments already. Dino
Definitely
is
Neymar.
clear. Dino is clear. But anyway, um,
Clear.
yeah,
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
listen, it's all good. It's all good. Let's move on. By the way, R9, this is for you, broski.
Jumping around and he got a cramp out of it, by the way. Jumping around and celebrating it, like celebrating a draw. First of all, that tells you their standard. Celebrating a draw. And I looked at him, I said, "Are you kidding me?" And he went, "Yeah," jumping in front of me. I said, "Do you realize that we needed a point to be champion at your place?" And he was talking.
A man said celebrated a draw because that's their standards,
It's
and
like
he
it's
does
like
that
first of all,
little.
it's like first of all that tells you their standard. First of all,
That
that tells you
tells
their
you
standard.
the standards that they're celebrating a draw, bro. Oh mate, that was one of the best days of my life
You know what you need
when
to
they
play,
were
Saad?
sitting there.
I'm trying to find it. Let me see if I can find it and send it to you. Uh, oh, I need okay. I need to play this. I hope it works when I actually share the screen because I feel like if I share, it might not work. Let's see. Hopefully it does. Let me know if you guys can hear the screen. Can hear the. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Hey! Come on, Arsenal!
Caught up.
Oh no!
Ah, I need that clip. Send me that, bro, because I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna
Oh
play
my
that. Every
god!
time we score a corner in a game, I'm playing that. I'm
Hundred
playing that,
percent, bro.
bro.
You should.
That is, bro. Kali, you're right, broski. That's my new ringtone. Steve is just like, what the fuck, bro? That's the Arsenal song, bro. We're gonna play North London forever, and then after we score every single corner, that song is just gonna come out in the Emirates,
That's
bro.
it, bro. Kona
Corner,
kona kona.
corner. Hey!
Every time. True,
Oh
true blue
man,
clay is asking, what are we celebrating? We're celebrating Arsenal corners, bro.
yeah,
We're
bro. Big
celebrating
up the
Arsenal
Arsenal
corners.
corners. Big up the
Every time
Arsenal
people
corners,
ask us,
man.
how are you gonna score, bro? It's a very difficult game.
Uh,
Kona kona kona. Corner.
Jeez!
I love that
Oh
song
man.
now.
Speaking of corners, let's speak about the Arsenal Fulham game. How are you feeling, man? Because I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of people say, "Oh, we're gonna drop points." So how are you feeling, man?
yeah, as I said, like earlier when I did a fraud take and did the preview before the Everton Liverpool game, of all the fixtures we have from Nottingham Forest all the way to that City game, before the City game, like I think this is the hardest fixture. I'm not saying that because we lost last season, because I think last season we lost um, because we were just in a bad form. We lost the previous game to West Ham. We were just going through a rut. But the reason I think it'll be difficult is Fulham at Craven Cottage. I just feel will be up for the game. Their players are quite good. I actually rate their team not just because they have four former Arsenal players, but I think overall their team has players that can really hurt us. I love some of their players, like in terms of the quality, like um what's their left back's name? Andrew what? I keep forgetting his name.
Robinson, or whatever his name.
Robinson. Yeah, yeah. Is it Andrew Robertson? Robinson.
The left back,
Anyways, yeah, yeah, the
Robinson,
American. Yeah, yeah.
Robinson,
He's
the
he's
American guy.
incredible. He's fantastic. What's his name? Obviously they've got Smith Rowe. I don't. Has he gone? Smith Rowe's gone permanently, right? Not on loan, which means he will end up playing against us if he's available. I don't rate Adama Traore at all, but somehow against, like, players who have that kind of pace to burn, like, are always players you have to worry about, especially when it is also coupled with like incredible physical strength. Awobi's been in good form, and obviously that last game he scored 2 goals. Um, Jimenez has scored against us in the past. So I just look at their team and it does worry me. It is a tricky fixture. Um, I do wish, I know Arnan is saying Fulham will play open. I hope so, because if they play an open game, I think that'll suit us tremendously. I think we love playing against these kind of teams that play an open, an expansive game when they're not of our quality. I think if City or Liverpool play an expansive game against us, I think fair enough. That it might be a tricky game or it might be like a close game, but when these teams that don't have our quality play an open game against us, we usually end up destroying them. So I do wish they end up playing that way. But if they end up playing like a low block and then try to hit us on the counter attack with certain players with pace, they obviously have players that can hurt us. So um, it will be a tricky game. I read today that Calafiori and Gabriel were training indoors. So I'm hoping both of them are available, because I don't want Zinchenko. I know he had a decent game against United. He got skinned once by Diallo, but outside that, he did really well. But I definitely don't want him starting 2 games in a row. I think Calafiori gives us a lot more assurance defensively. Kivior, as good as he was against United, I wouldn't trust him in a run of games. I would still want Gabriel and Saliba to be partnered up together, hopefully. And Timber, in my opinion, one of the best fullback. In my opinion, the best fullback in the league. I've said it from the start of the season, by the way, that I think when he's fully fit and available, I think he's one of the best, if not the best fullback. And I'm going to keep sticking to it as long as he keeps proving me right. And yeah, man, that midfield is the best midfield in the league. Generally, I think a midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard at their best, I think that's the best midfield in the league overall. Um, and I'm glad that we got Partey back, because when he got injured against who was it? West Ham, I generally thought, oh shit, this might be another one of those years where he's gonna be out for like 3-4 months now, or 2 months. Like with Partey, it's always like that. But luckily, he was back the next game. And then our front three has been doing quite well, so hopefully that continues. But yeah, it will be tricky, but I think we have it in us to hopefully nick a 1-goal win. Yes, Saad. Anytime you want to speak, you can go ahead. We've been here for
Sorry,
almost 2
mate.
hours, Fraud. We need to end soon.
Sorry. My bad. I was just I was saving something.
Is it that clip?
Listen, let me just bring up a comment, bro.
What comment? You scored 1 corner again.
Oh,
Yeah! Kona,
Love
kona,
it, bro.
kona!
I love
Yeah.
it, bro. I actually love that song, bro. Anyway, Fulham. Here's what I think, man. I think we're looking at this based on them obviously playing very well this season, which I think they have 100%. But I think we're gonna get we're gonna be able to step if Gabriel and Calafiori are playing in that game. I think we're gonna step up massively in that game. We're gonna remember what they did to us last season, and I do think we're gonna step up, especially away from home. We've actually been quite good away from home. You know what I mean? Just performing very well away from home. So I'm I'm looking forward to it. I do actually think we'll be able to get the revenge that we need to on these guys. We're actually gonna beat them. I'm feeling fairly comfortable with this game because there's a lot of ways we can hurt them, especially with the set pieces as well. I know we were just saying corners and stuff, but with the set pieces, I think we can hurt them as well. Because a couple times where I've seen Fulham this season on set pieces, sometimes in set pieces they look quite like disorganized, and I feel like anytime I see a team that's disorganized, in like corners, I feel like that's one of our main threats. But I still think we can hurt them going forward. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So Robinson likes to go forward a little bit, so I think Saka can catch him out. And then also on the right hand side, I think they've got is it Castagna or who do they have on the right hand side again?
It is Castagna, no?
But there's another right back that they play. Guys, let us know in the comments the other right back that they play.
Tete.
Tete. Tete.
Mm.
Tete, I think can sometimes lose his head. That's who I was thinking of. Castagna um is the bench player. But Tete can sometimes lose his head, which I'm hoping on. Especially, it might be a bit of copium, but I'm hoping that he loses his head. But with Calafiori coming back into that team, I don't see how we change the midfield. I think the midfield will stay the same. I think it will be Partey, Rice, and Erdegaard.
Mm.
However, Rice, Marino, and Erdegaard is I'm
Nah,
liking
no,
that.
no, no. Party needs to stay in the lineup now.
I'm liking that midfield as well.
Mm.
But I do agree that Partey is going to be the in that midfield, 100%. Um, and yeah, I think we look very good, and I think we can go there and we can perform very well and we can get the win. I'm not as shook as I think the rest of the I think the rest of the people are. I'm not as shook as I think the rest of the fan base are. I've seen a lot of the fan base saying, "Oh, we're gonna lose or we're gonna draw this game." I'm not too confident. I'm actually quite confident that we can get the win. I'm quite confident that we can get the win. I said this when we come up against Man United, and I'll say it again, man. I'm confident we can get the win. I'm not really too shook because now that we've got Erdegaard, you can see that the rest of the players like up their level when Erdegaard's around. Do you know what I mean? Apart from obviously that first half against Man United, which was utter dog shit. I think even
Mm.
Erdegaard was off a little bit in that game.
Yeah, he was.
But you just got to look at how we're playing, and then you got to take that into every game and be like, you know what, bro, we're gonna beat these guys, and I think we're gonna
Hopefully.
beat. I think we're gonna beat Fulham. I think Saka's going to have a very good game. I think Martinelli is going to have a very good game, given if Calafiori is on the pitch. I also think this could be a big game for Martin Odegaard as well. I think Gabriel coming back. I do think he will come back. Um, Gabriel coming back. I think this might be a big game for him if we go off set pieces. I think he could do very well on corners, but we've already shown that we can. We don't need to rely on him fully for corners. But yeah, man, I just think there's multiple ways you can hurt them. We can hurt them from open play, but we can also hurt them from set pieces. So I just think that unless we have a complete disaster class, I don't see us losing this game. I think Man City, they caught Man City and they should have won that game, Fulham, but they didn't because they didn't finish their chances, and that's also one thing that really makes me even more confident that Fulham don't usually take their chances. They need a lot of chances, do you know what I mean, to score a goal. But at the end of the day, they keep on creating those chances. I don't think we're gonna give them that time. I don't think we're gonna give them that ability to create chance after chance after chance. That's what bro, you're just seeing R9's comments. By the way, R9 has just gone full like upset mode now, and he's just so So just let us know, Ash, bro. Which comment are you laughing at, man? Which comment are you laughing at? You're on mute, bro.
My bad, my bad. I'll show you what I was laughing at. Wait, wait. I need to
Oh
share
God.
this with you. I need to share this. Oh my
Uh,
god, this is hilarious. I don't know if I can show it though. Let me just see. Share. Can I if I just want to share a picture, can I do that?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where is it?
Arsenal are dog shit. Yet we've come to your house 3 years in a row and slapped you up and then moved on, bro. Khalas. Assalamu alaikum. We beat you. We beat you at your house 3 times in a row and then just left. Just left, bro. Went about our business, bro. Khalas. That's Spurs, bro. They're nothing. They're nothing, man. Anyway, you're the home team you're playing shit against. Oh my god. R9, man, give it a rest. Give it a rest. Your team is shit, so you calling us shit makes no sense. Ash, what are you trying to show me, bro? Are you gonna
Bro, I don't even know how to upload it. How do I upload a picture? How do I share a picture? Like, do I just send it to you on
just
WhatsApp
send
and
it
you
to
can
me?
see it?
Send it to me. Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, yeah, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. You gotta see this, bro. You gotta see this.
Corner, corner, corner,
Oh,
corner,
I know.
corner.
You see it.
Hey, you know what? Whoever's made this, yeah, is actually a villain, bro. Like,
Genuinely, bro.
bro. So, guys, just because I feel like, yeah, wallahi, R9, bro. Wallahi, you're going too much
Let
now.
it
Too much,
rest. Oh
too much,
man,
bro.
Hollis, you're 8 points
Just,
behind,
just,
bro.
just rest your thumbs, broski.
Fulham is above you, bro.
Just rest your thumbs, man. Just rest your thumbs. Just rest your thumbs, broski. By the way, guys, this is what Ash just showed me, man. Wallahi, it's the funniest shit ever, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, why is it doing this? Okay. I've just got to delete some of this shit. Get it out of here, man. Get this shit out of here. Ooh, what a nice picture. Oh, we always have that one. We have to look at that one, obviously. For the culture, bro. For the
Where
culture.
he lost all his belts. Yep.
Yeah, bro. Since he done that, bro, he lost all of his belts. How do you feel about that, R9? But anyway, guys, this is the picture that, that Ash showed me.
Amaram is doing a press conference. They gave him a table with no corners. They just took away the corners from the table. They're like, hey,
Hey,
listen,
they
listen.
said, you know what? We don't want to give him like flashbacks, bro. Let's take the corners off of the table, man. Oh my god.
I think let's do score
Oh, mate.
prediction, Saad. We've been here
Yeah,
for more
man.
than
Let's
two
do it, man.
hours.
Wallahi, this is Oppenheimer settings, guys. Content, man. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We are about to do our predictions real quick. We're frauds, so we didn't do any predictions for the midweek games because
Yeah.
Ash is not keeping like this thing in check. He's supposed to be the one
Hello.
that's keeping track of all of this stuff, but he
Seriously,
doesn't
you
even
didn't do the
ask
score.
me.
The funny
He
thing
didn't
is,
even
Saad has
ask me.
access. I've shared this sheet with Saad like at least 3 times by now. He's not opened it once, but okay.
I have
Let him
opened
make
it.
it.
I
You
have
know,
opened it.
guys, it's fine. It's fine. It's normal for Saad to be like lashing out like this when he's currently like over 20 points behind me in the league on the league
Oh, you're
table.
such a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Or exactly 20 points. I'm 57, he's 37. That gap just doesn't seem to get smaller. It only gets bigger. It's mad. But anyways, I'm sharing it here. So
What's this? Why do I need
Saad
access?
ask predictions. You don't need no access, my brother. Stop lying.
It says request access.
Nah, it says you're an editor. The football corner. I don't want to read out your email outside, but anyways. Oh, you're logging in from a different email. That's why.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. But anyways, I'll give you
Corner.
access to that as well. But anyways, we'll do this later. So let me zoom in. before Saad complains that he cannot see shit. Go ahead, Saad. Okay, actually, I'll start the
Okay.
Everton Liverpool game.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I'll say 1-2 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Everton.
Damn. Aston Villa Southampton.
You're
I'll say
first, please.
they won the last game, so I'm gonna say they'll win this one. Maybe 4-1.
2-1 Villa.
Brentford Newcastle. Oh, Brentford at home are really good.
I can't call this one either.
But I think Newcastle will give them their first defeat. So I'm gonna say 2-1 Newcastle.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Newcastle. No, 3-2. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2.
We're both predicting Brentford to lose their first home game. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace, Man City. I think Man City are will go on a decent run now for at least a couple of games. So I'm gonna say 2-1 Man City.
1-1.
Damn. United Forest. Forest have been poor
You could
since
put
we
my one
slapped
in
them up.
already. You could put my one in already.
Which is
2-0 Man United.
fair. I'm gonna say 1-0 Man United. Fulham Arsenal. I think it will be a very difficult game, but I think we'll narrowly edge it. So I'm gonna say 1-0 Arsenal
3-1 Arsenal.
from a corner. 3-1 Arsenal. Ipswich Bournemouth. Yeah, I don't trust Ipswich at all. I'm gonna say 1-3 Bournemouth. There you go.
I'm gonna go 3-2.
Oh no, sorry. 2-0 Bournemouth. Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna go 3-2.
Ipswich.
Yeah. No, 3-2 Bournemouth. Sorry, I need to start saying the freaking team's name. Just making you guess,
Leicester
bro.
City, Brighton. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, okay, Ipswich. Leicester City, Brighton. Brighton usually do decent away from home, no? Or they don't.
I didn't at
Although
Fulham.
Ruud Van Nistelrooy won their first game 3-1.
Yeah, bro.
You know what? I'll say 1-1.
I'm gonna go 1-1 as well.
Okay. We'll leave the Chelsea Spurs game last. We'll do West Ham Wolves. Man, such a meaty battle. Both shit teams. I think it'll end 1-1.
3-1 Wolves.
Okay, the big one. The big one. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I think both teams will kind of get good counter-attacking opportunities and end up scoring.
I'm gonna go 2-1 to Spurs.
Okay. There you go, guys. Those are our score predictions. We'll let you guys know next week how much the gap increased between me and Saad. And
You're such a piece of shit, bro. This man said we'll let you know how much the gap has increased. All right, not even saying it might decrease. We're just gonna let you know how much it increased. Listen, guys. While I'm trying to finish this Snickers. So sorry, guys. It's just there's too much caramel, man.
It's okay. I'll do the
Big
farewell.
up.
Guys,
Yeah,
big
thank you.
up. Like and subscribe. Share the video, please. This was a 2 hour and 12-minute stream, but we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of nice chat. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.